It is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I am back today with another All Signs Live. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all are feeling blessed. Sorry, y'all, I was definitely rushing to get ready. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all are feeling blessed. Um, and yes, it's nice to be able to connect with you all this week since I have not went live yet. This is the first live of the week. So yeah, as you all are coming in, just let me know how you all are doing, where you are tuning in from, how you are feeling. The question that we're asking Spirit today is, should you stay or go? And of course, this is any situation. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. It's any situation. Dang, I thought I was ready. Guess I wasn't. That's hilarious. Guess I was not ready. All right, y'all. We're asking Spirit, should you stay or should you go? Any situation. Okay, so as you all are coming in, definitely make sure you are liking the live. Make sure that you all subscribe. And also make sure you hype up the video as well. Because hyping definitely helps with my channel's discoverability. Hey, Leona. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Y'all also need to let me know which sign to get started with, and then I'll just read for the other signs within the same element. So go ahead and let me know. I'm open to starting with any sign. Leona said Leo. Hey, Jacqueline. Oh, Jacqueline, dang. Jacqueline put Sagittarius. Dang. Hey, Cha-Cha. All right, Jacqueline. I saw Leo first. So I'm just gonna start with Leo and then I'll go to Sag after. Okay, I hope you're okay with that. Yo, he gonna say hello, grandma. Yeah, you out your damn mind. Yeah, right, Cha-Cha. Like, what is he even talking about? Talking about hello, grandma. Like, the hell? Hey, Roger. Well, he gonna say hello, grandma. Like, some of the stuff y'all be saying actually be hilarious. Like, some of the stuff y'all saying is actually funny. Like, all right, let's go ahead and start with Leo. Should you stay or should you go? So this is any situation. Instead of me trying to like sit and read for what this situation could potentially be for you, it's really up to you. So this is pretty much of like an interactive reading. I'm going to give you information, like as far as just projecting how things will be if you stay where you are, and then also projecting how things will be if you decide to leave. So you kind of just have to make up the decision for yourself. I'm not really that type of person that tries to tell people what to do. All I can really do is guide you, and of course, utilize your own free will to make your own choices. But okay, let's go ahead and get started. Leo, your timestamp is going to be 4 minutes. All right. Oh, dang. Okay. It seems like it doesn't matter if you stay or go. Like, it's really up to you because it seems like both of the outcomes are very positive here. So let me just get some more information with the tarot, and then we'll go from there. I know I said I wasn't going to try to guess, but I think for most of you, this is about like love, romance, and relationships, and also partnerships. I mean, okay. Yeah, so I feel like if you decide to stay, like I said, the energy and the outcome seems to be very positive for you. Especially if this has to do with a relationship. I see you having just a very mutual and beneficial relationship or partnership with someone. If it's not love, it could just be platonic. So just having like a good friend, or if this is for business, then having a great business partner, someone that you actually connect with, someone that you respect, someone that you get along with very well. So I think see things moving along very favorably. And also things expanding. So this could be a connection, a partnership, or relationship that actually can move to the next level. Especially if you have been waiting for some type of like progress or growth within this connection, like it actually is pretty favorable. Um, as far as like things moving forward for you. I think that you will be expanding upon this connection. Um, and it's like if you've been putting in a lot of like hard work to maintain a connection or a relationship, it seems like your hard work will actually be paying off. Like you'll see that there is a reason or a purpose for why you are connecting with this specific person. And I think it's something that is projected out into the future. So it's you could be a bit leery about like remaining where you are because it's really causing for you to have patience. Okay. I'm a Leo myself. Okay. Once I get to the point where my patience is running short, like it's running short. Okay. So that's just me. Okay. So you all may definitely identify with that type of energy, especially for the Leos out here. Okay. That's listening to this reading. So yeah, it's like if you actually do stay, then you're just going to have to be patient. You're going to have to look ahead. And oftentimes that's difficult, like having to look past, what's currently going on right now. But if you are projecting positive things out there, if you know you've been putting in effort, if you've been putting in time, if you've been very diligent, then like you can actually look forward to things actually paying off. Like I said, it's just going to cause for you to be patient. That's just all it's going to do. It's going to cost for you to be patient. And I think it's going to be a bit unexpected, like especially if you are looking forward to some type of like favorable outcome. But let's say you've just been waiting and hoping and wishing. Yeah. I just feel like it's going to cause for you to have to remain positive. Okay. Remain positive, to think optimistically. And like I said, what is going on if you decide to stay? Like these are all things that are future based. So I don't know how y'all feel about it, like having to look past the present moment. But yeah, if you are able to remain optimistic, it's like what you are hoping for, what you have been manifesting, like all of your hard work actually is going to pay off and it's going to be unexpected. Because I feel like right now you're not seeing, the rewards of all of your effort and hard work. I don't think that's necessarily something that you're seeing, but if you stay, there's a positive turnaround and change. It's just going to be very unexpected. Like you would have never thought it would have happened. Okay, but it's going to happen. So it's really dependent on your ability to, like I said, be patient and to remain faithful. All right. So if you decide to go, this is also a very positive outcome as well. It's a very positive outcome. It seems like you will also be a part of some type of very positive, supporting, and enriching relationships. But for this, it seems like it's more so of like a community of people. So this could be like, if it's work, then it's like you're meeting new colleagues. That's what I just heard, or peers, other people that are in the same career field as you. Um, if it has to do with like your family life, you could be developing your own family, or if you already have a family, it's like you're getting closer with those individuals. For some of you, I'm also picking up that you could be estranged from family. So I know I said I wasn't gonna try to like get into like what you could be thinking about, but it's like for some of you, you actually could be estranged from your family, or it's like your family life or your family home could have just been like broken, destroyed. That's why I'm kind of picking up that it's like maybe there's some type of estrangement here. So if you decide to go, I definitely see something that was once broken being able to be restored. That's the word that came to mind, being restored. But I really do think it's going to cause for you to have like some compassion for yourself. You're also going to have to be very kind to others. You have to be graceful merciful, and also be in a position in which you're willing to forgive and to heal the situation. So it may cause for you to have to heal something that was broken, something that was shattered or destroyed. So if you decide to go, then you're just going to have to you're going to have to be very emotionally mature. So it may cause for you to have to do something that you have not necessarily done before in order to develop a sense of closeness, or intimacy with, maybe this is one person, or like I keep thinking it's a group of people. So a collective of people, a community. So it's really going to cause for you to have to like actually desire to wanting to heal the situation, to heal the connection, to heal this relationship is going to cause for you to have empathy for other people. So I just feel like you're going to have to be as forgiving as possible. For some of you, it could even just be like forgiving yourself. Maybe it's difficult for you to go because it's like you're associating it with some type of hurt or pain that you have already experienced. So you all may just not want to be hurt again, or to put yourself in a situation that could potentially hurt you by you deciding to leave. um but I feel like if anything, like that process is going to make you a stronger person, because like I said, it's going to cause for you to do something you haven't done before, which is having compassion for others. And I know like Leos have compassion, but it's really going to cause for you to have to this is different. Okay, this is not it's not a simple task. Yeah, yeah. I also feel like you're owed an apology. So that's why I keep getting like broken family life or broken relationships or something. Is like you're gonna have to be okay with forgiveness. So I do think that you're owed an apology. um I do feel like this may have to do with a reconciliation, or going back to a community of people, going back home, or reconnecting, like I said, with your family. So you're going to have to be okay with healing the situation, even if you were the person that was done unjustly. You also have to give yourself a sense of like forgiveness as well, forgiving yourself for things that you've done in the past that maybe wasn't within your highest good, or just mistakes that you also have made as well. So it's a lot of forgiveness and healing that's going to happen if you decide to leave. Forgiveness for yourself, and then also forgiveness for others. So that's it, Leo. I definitely hope this made sense for you. But let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. I'm glad it resonated with you, Leona. Renee said I should run. Sokjopata. Oh, you love me? Okay. I have love for you as well. Hey, Mateo. Hey, Ronnie. I hope I said your name right. All right. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Would I like to find your cards? What are you talking about? Rewrite your sentence, Ronnie. All right. Sagittarius, your timestamp is going to be 14:30, so I can get some water. Roger, you said yo. What'd you say yo for? Mateo must have said something out of pocket. Oh, no, he didn't. Well, I can do Pisces after I'm done with the fire signs. We can start with Pisces. So let me just go ahead and bring Pisces to the front. All right. All right, Sagittarius. Let's go. I'm going to change your timestamp to 15 minutes since I was talking. Sagittarius, should you stay or go? Any situation? Yo. Okay. That's hilarious because I feel like Sagittarius, like this is a reading that you actually do need today because it's like you're confused. Like you're already confused. So like if you're a Sag tuning in, I feel like, I mean, I'm not gonna say compared to the other signs, but I feel like your matter is a bit pressing. Okay. So I'm glad that I was uh utilized by spirit to help you figure this out today. It seems pressing for you. Like, I think you just don't want to make the wrong decision at all. Like, you just don't want to make the wrong decision because you feel like whatever decision you make is severely going to affect your life trajectory moving forward. So, whatever this is for you, it seems like it's a big deal. Yeah. When I tell y'all, like, it's a big deal for you. It's a big deal for you. But I'm gonna give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. So, Sagittarius, yeah, like I said, it's like it seems like this is a very big deal for you because where you are right now, it's like you're kind of in your comfort zone. Okay. And I feel like your comfort zone is becoming very uncomfortable for you. Like you know that there's a change that you have to make. You know that you need to do something that you're not necessarily used to doing, or you have to take a risk. And I feel like it's something that you're desiring, but at this point, it's like you really have to decide because it's time for you to start planning and taking action. So it's like the longer that you wait or the longer that you stay where you are, it's going to make you feel like you are essentially like procrastinating, where it's like, you know, that your like gears are turning, you know, that you have a lot of energy and that you want to project out so that it becomes momentum. But it's like you're just kind of sitting in like, because I don't like saying the word stagnant, but it's just kind of like you have a lot of energy to expend, but it's just kind of it's just kind of it's here. Okay, it's inside of you. It seems like you have like a desire. It feels like you're it seems like you're inspired to want to do something, and it's like all of that energy is just kind of in the pit of your stomach, but it's like you're not necessarily doing anything with it. So what I'm imagining, like the vision that I saw was kind of like, you ever watch a movie and then it's like people that are like street racing and then it's like they're revving up the engine and they're just kind of like, you know, it's like the engine's revving up, like the car want to go, but they just hold it back. And it's like, you know, it's just that's how it feels. It feels like you're ready to go, you're ready to move. I feel like you all could even be trying to like, you know, go to a different environment or whatever it is that you're doing is outside of your norm. It's outside of what people would even expect from you. So you all may be a bit too you may care too much about what other people think because they're used to seeing you one way. So you actually making this decision would force you to be seen as someone. Well, it's not necessarily bad, but it's like people would then have to see you as like a nuanced person, like not one track minded. So I just think you're doing something that's a bit unexpected, or you're ready. You know, I just think you all are literally ready to take the next step. So it, I mean, as far as like, should you stay? I think you're always going to be feeling that energy of, no, I need to go. I need to do something. I need to like, so it's really up to you. But from what I see, basically from what I see, I think it's best for you to go. But I haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten there yet. Okay. I haven't gotten there yet. But just from what I'm seeing with the energy, as far as you staying, it's like you're going to kind of be in that perpetual energy of feeling like you want to do something, you want to act, you want to go. Um, but like I said, if you stay where you are, you're gonna start to procrastinate, and it's like all of that energy and that that could be pushed forward, um, in which is gonna create momentum. It's like you're just kind of, I don't know. It's just like you would just kind of be holding on to it. You would be sitting on it. So yeah, I think it's best for you to go. Like, I didn't get there yet, but that's just what I'm seeing here because I just feel like you're going to continuously be sitting there because you would be avoiding a risk, or you would start to become very uncomfortable, yeah, where you are, or you would start to play it safe. I just feel like you would always be wanting to leave or wanting to do something else, but it would really just kind of be on you because you're keeping yourself stuck and you don't have to. So, yeah. Yeah. If you stay, I definitely feel like you're going to become overwhelmed. It seems like you all could be experiencing some anxiety around that. You could eventually reach like your breaking point. I think that you all may be holding yourself back. You're limiting yourself. And what I would not like to see happen for you is for you to eventually start to play the victim and make it seem like, okay, things in your life aren't necessarily working out, when that's not the case. Things in your life can work out. It's just on you to take the first steps in order for it to work out. So it's on you to plan. So wherever you are right now, it's like, I think the best thing for you to do is to really think about your future. Think about what you want to experience within your future. Think about the places that you want to go. I think it's time for you to follow your inspiration, because that's what I heard was guided. Like, allow your inspiration to guide you, and also allow yourself to reimagine your future. So you may have to actually sit down and think about what your vision for a good life is. And it's okay, because our visions change over time. It's like, I have a vision board, but I'm actually thinking about, making another one, because it's like, yeah, my vision has pretty much just been the same, like my vision has been the same, but it's like, now that I'm older, there are different things that I want in my life that maybe, I didn't want those things, or I wasn't thinking about those things. I didn't know about those things when I was younger, when I made the vision board. So you kind of just have to allow yourself to get into your imaginative headspace and think about what could be. So yeah, if you stay where you are, I think that eventually you will reach like a breaking point in which it's like things just become very overwhelming, because you allowed the energy and the momentum to just build up over time, and it literally has no outlet. So you all, I mean, I've seen people that are very like passionate about things. They have a lot of desire, but it's like they don't take any steps. Things just kind of build up. Okay. And then they end up becoming angry, aggressive, and then people start looking at them like, what's wrong with you? Like, and what's really wrong with them is that they deferred their dreams. Okay. They deferred their dreams as opposed to acting on it when they were inspired or when they were guided to. So that's what's going to happen if you decide to stay. Now, if you decide to go, and a part of it too is I feel like you're scared, like you actually are scared and you're uncertain about what is going to happen. But I feel like if you actually decide to go and put one foot in front of the other, even though it's a bit scary, it's a bit uncertain, you all are feeling very confused. It's like you're gonna get comfortable with the journey. You really will. You will get comfortable with the journey. I feel like this journey is gonna turn you into like the word that came to mind was like into a savage, like into one of those people that despite how things are panning out, it's like you're taking risks. So I feel like people are gonna look at you like a bit like, dang, you really are doing something that you've never done before. I think people may be a bit like skeptical or even a bit leery, or wait, what's going on my screen? Give me 1 second. Oh, that was the chat. I was about to be like, what happened to my phone? Like, I think people may be a bit like skeptical, leery. They may also try to like talk you out of what it is that you're doing. But I think that you're going to start to become very like comfortable with the uncertainty, because the fact of the matter is like the way forward is not going to be clear, but you're not going to become comfortable unless you start to put one foot in front of the other and to start to develop a sense of trust within yourself that regardless of how things pan out, that you're good, that you're okay. So you have to be comfortable with being in the dark. Okay. You have to be comfortable. And I feel like Cha Cha used to say something about that. It's like, if you're in the dark, it's like, you got to keep going. Like something like that. Cha Cha, you said something like that before. It's like, why would you stop when you're in the dark? You literally have to keep going because there's the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's kind of like one of those things. I think it's going to really require you to have to step into your high priestess energy and just understand that this is really on you being guided by your intuition. And oftentimes our intuition will lead us to do things that we're not even sure is going to pan out in a specific way. But it seems like for you, as you continue to keep like moving forward, you're also going to develop a sense of emotional maturity as well. Like you're going to develop a sense of emotional maturity. I think that you all could be a bit like temperamental and moody right now. So I do feel like your emotions are going to balance out. And I just feel like it's because you're giving your energy an outlet. Okay. You're giving your energy an outlet as opposed to just kind of like holding on to it and repressing and suppressing your desire to move or your desire to act or your desire to do something that is outside of the norm for you. Like you're literally taking a risk. So yeah, I do think that the best thing for you to do is to leave, to go. Um, because it's like you're gonna develop a like mental and emotional strength um as you continue to keep moving. But like where you are right now is not really helping your growth. If anything, it's more so hindering you. Yeah, you have to allow yourself, like I said, to just like imagine the possibilities of what could be. Like you have to allow yourself to do that. I feel like if you decide to go, you will become more comfortable with taking more risks in the future. Okay, you will be comfortable with actually acting on things that are unseen or things that you have yet to experience, things that you are projecting out into your future. So the best thing for you to do is to go. Okay, the best thing for you to do is to go. That's the literally the best thing for you to do. Like, and you have to be okay with things being figured out along the way or things falling into place along the way. The best thing that you can do is to plan. So wherever you are right now, you need to go, but you need to start to plan what your next course of action is. But you cannot just sit there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you continue to keep procrastinating, it's not going to pan out positively for you. And I don't like speaking bad things or negative things over people's lives, but I feel like it's going to put you in a very like negative or challenging headspace. So you have to do something with your energy. Like you really have to, instead of just like sitting on it. All right, Sagittarius, that's it. I hope it made sense. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I'm glad it made sense for you. Hey, Josiah. Cha-Cha said, if you're going through it, why stop? You're not at the end. Yeah. Yeah. Real estate with Carrie. Hi. Josiah Williams said, what's up, mama? How's your day? My day is going well. Okay, I made some money today. I talked to my best friend, and now I'm online doing this reading. So my day is copacetic. Okay, nothing to complain about. Let's go ahead and move on to Aries. All of my Aries people in the chat, go ahead and put some hearts in the chat. Okay, if you're Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or any placement. But I'm gonna just take a second to put some streamers in the chat for the moderators and just thank y'all for showing up. Y'all see those streamers? That's me. All right, Aries, your timestamp is going to be 28:15. Cha-Cha said Aries rising. Yeah, it explains a lot of things. Yo, that's hilarious. Hey, it really does. All right, Aries, should you stay or should you go? I don't know. I think I should reshuffle. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I should reshuffle. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Aries, I think it's best right now that you stay where you are. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I promise. It's not bad. I just think that it may be best that you stay where you are. But let me get some tarot and then I'll get into it. Oh, thank you for the bear. J Gold Rise. Thank you so much. Let's see if I can. Oh, they don't give me the option to like it. So I'm going to put some hearts in the chat for you. Thank you, Emily. Emily, you like my look? All right. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just crazy. It's a bit crazy, Aries, because it's like, even though I'm telling you, like, okay, you should stay where you are, at least for now. Like, y'all should understand, like, things definitely will change. But even though I'm telling you that, it's like, even though you are staying where you are or you're being advised to, it's like you still have to stand up for yourself. You still have to advocate for yourself and for what your needs are. So in many ways, it's like you're being advised to stay, but you still have to kind of go against the grain wherever it is that you are. So yeah, wherever it is that you are, I feel like you have took the blindfold off. Okay. I feel like you took taking the blindfold off. I feel like wherever you are, it's like you have definitely developed a sense of attachment to that, whether it's a relationship, it's a job, or if it's even if it's a specific community or environment, it's like there's an attachment there that you have developed to that place or to that person or whatever that circumstance is. But the crazy thing about it is like you are understanding now that you don't necessarily need it, you don't necessarily want it, and you're also understanding that it's not really in alignment with who you truly are as a person. So even though you are still there, there's a lot of like realizations that you are coming to, which are very important. Now, another thing, and you probably gonna be like, another thing is like you have to understand that like the environment, the community, the relationship, or even the job has developed an attachment to you. So even though you are realizing that you want to leave, that you don't necessarily want to be attached to this thing anymore, you feel like it's been limiting your growth, you feel like it's been limiting your sense of freedom, you've literally felt stuck. And I don't like saying stuck or stagnant on this channel, but that's the only thing that I can, that's the only word that I can use to like describe this energy. But it's like, as much as you have been holding on to this circumstance or situation, is like that has also been holding on to you as well. So now that you are trying to detach yourself, it's hard for you to like untangle yourself or to unravel yourself because the circumstance or situation has now become a part of you. Like it needs you. It needs you to thrive. It needs you to thrive. So I get it, okay, but I'm gonna get over to the other side of this. I'm gonna make my way over there and tell you why you should not necessarily go right now. But wherever you are, it's like you're gonna have to stand up for yourself because I feel like you also experience just a lot of conflicts. There could be a lot of arguments or even hostility and stress associated with your connection or your attachment to this place. And that's something that you're realizing is because it's no longer in alignment with who you are. So it's gonna be more problems, okay? There's going to be more problems. It's like when you start to fall out of um, uh, alignment with a specific like energetic vibration, it's like that's when things kind of go downhill. That's when relationships start to become dismantled. That's when people decide that they want to start leaving jobs and leaving and disconnecting because it's like they no longer feel as though they resonate with that anymore. So that's just where you are. But because you are being advised to stay, it's like one of the best things that you can do is to, like I said, advocate for what your needs are and don't back down from any conflicts. Don't back down from any arguments. Don't be intimidated and definitely don't be bullied to staying where you are because, like I said, this circumstance, this community, this group, or this environment has attached themselves onto to you. So it's like just as much as you need it, it needs you. I feel like even more. But I think what you're understanding is like you don't actually need it. It no longer resonates with you. Yeah, you have to establish your own sense of dominion over whatever this is. Okay. So you can't allow yourself to be a doormat. You can't allow yourself to be treaded on. You have to, in many ways, like protect yourself. So I think that you all are going to have to like exhibit a certain type of like masculine energy that just kind of lets the circumstance, situation, environment know that like, no, you have full control over yourself. Okay. Like that this environment, this circumstance, it cannot necessarily tread on you. Like you're not a doormat. So you just have to pretty much establish your place wherever you are, okay, or establish your position. That's just what you have to do. But I feel like spirit is also saying that like don't start problems. Do not start problems, but also be willing to settle them if it comes to you. Okay. So don't start issues, but you also have to show whomever this is or whatever this situation is, you have to show this that it's like you're not one to be messed with and you're not one to be played with. So in many ways, I don't want to say like, oh, you have to keep your head on swivel, but sometimes you actually do. Like you have to be aware of any points of contention, any potential hostility or stress that's around because you have to be on top of it. You just can't allow this to overtake you. You can't allow it to do so. All right. That's if you should stay, but I'm already telling you that like you're being advised to stay. Now if you decide to go, it's like you're definitely going to be experiencing some financial issues right now. Like you would be penny pinching, you would be living with some type of financial insecurity, just not having enough to make ends meet. So that could definitely be an issue. And it's like yeah, this is connected to your finances. Okay, so whatever you're deciding to do is definitely connected to your finances, or finances are a factor. Money is a factor, resources is a factor. So if you decide to leave, it's just like it would be a bit difficult for you financially. Okay, it would be a bit difficult. Like you would literally have to rely on the generosity and the kindness of other people, and it's not always guaranteed that another person or people will have the resources to be able to help you where you are. So it's like, if you are gonna leave, then you have to be okay with thugging it out. You have to literally be okay with thugging it out, because I'm telling you right now, it's like you may not have the finances to even be able to take care of yourself or to develop a sense of stability. So you would be experiencing a lot of insecurity here. You definitely would. You would be on your own, you would be independent, and you would, like I said, have to be relying on the support from other people. You would have to be relying on people being kind. You might have to rely on community resources and charity. Like you would have to rely on that. And it's not to say that there aren't other people out here in the world that are going to need financial support and assistance as well. So it's like, it seems like the assistance that you could receive would be monopolized. Okay, so there may be a limit to how much resources or assistance that you can get, and it still may not be enough. So if you're deciding to go, then it's like you would literally, I'm just saying, you would literally need a miracle today, because your stability would be severely affected. Yeah, it has to do with your finances. It would be affected. Yeah, if you stay, which I feel like you're being advised to stay, it's like you're gonna have to pull back and focus on self-love, self-care. You're really gonna have to focus on nourishing yourself, like literally taking care of yourself where you are. But at least you would have the time and the opportunity to do so. Yeah, if you decide to go, it's like you're always going to be experiencing these moments and where your security could be severely threatened. Okay, there's always going to be some type of unexpected situation or circumstance that occurs that would end up setting you back, or you would feel some type of like anxiety or even some type of like mental anguish about how you're going to get your needs met. So it seems like it would literally be one emotional storm after the other, because it's like you're not yet at a place to where it's like you can have a certain type of independence to where you don't have to depend and rely on other people. So yeah, long story short, like I said already, it's best that you stay. Like you just have to find the opportunities to, like I said, take care of yourself. And like I said, you may have to stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself, defend yourself, especially as like stress and conflict arises. And this has to do with other people. It's not within you and yourself. This has to do with other people. Yeah, if you decided to go, there is a high likelihood and possibility that you would have to return back to where you were. So I just think the best thing for you to do is to stay where you are and just focus on growth where you are. Like just prosper where you are currently planted. So that's it, Aries. Thanks, Roger. You gonna say don't stay, run my ninja, run. Yo, Roger, I'm done. I'm done. Like, mommy boy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Leona said Aries reading is lovely. You can do it. Thank you. Thank you. Like, hey, Judy. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Pisces. Yeah, Pisces. All right, and then y'all can let me know after Pisces which water sign y'all want me to go to. But I remember someone requested Pisces, so hopefully they're still here. Pisces, your timestamp is going to be 40. Let's just do 4015. Leona said Pisces is my rising. Okay, so Leona, you're a Leo sun, Pisces rising. Wow. Wow. You must be very fun. Roger said Cancer after. Okay, so we'll go Cancer and then Scorpio. Pisces, I'm going to change your timestamp to 4030. Okay, 4030. Pisces. All right, Pisces, should you stay or should you go? Well, all right, let me just get some information with the tarot. Because like similar to Leo, it looks pretty favorable, but for both, decisions or choices that you can make. But let me just get some clarification with the tarot, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of getting here that I think that you all are ready to like leave, like you're ready to leave your home. You're ready to maybe like leave your family. Like I just feel like you want to create your own sense of like community. And you just want to develop your own sense of like comfortability because I feel like where you are right now, it seems like this has to do with other people. So this could be you involved with a particular friends group. This could be you with colleagues or peers that work in the same field as you. Um, I mean, for some of y'all, this could even be like a particular lifestyle that you have, especially if you're someone that's like into polyamorous relationships or dating multiple people. And I know I said I literally wasn't gonna comment, like, but I'm kind of picking that up here as well. Like, you all could definitely be questioning like a specific lifestyle. Maybe you are transitioning from, polyamory and deciding to be more so monoamorous. Like you actually want to have a serious, stable commitment or relationship with someone. So I think you're definitely contemplating like a particular mindset, like I said, or a lifestyle. But for others, it could just be you deciding to want to change your friends group, or maybe you want to enter new relationships or have a new partnership with someone, or you just want to move to a different home environment and you want to meet new people. So I feel like that's kind of what I'm picking up here. But okay, if you stay where you are, I feel like you're it's just funny because I just feel like you may be holding on to a particular mindset, lifestyle, community of people, friendships, or even family, lovers. Like you're like holding on to people that don't necessarily, what do I want to say? It's like people that don't necessarily support you with where it is that you're going. So just wherever you are, you may feel like you are the person that's responsible for putting in a lot of the hard work, effort, and diligence to maintain a particular community or to maintain this circumstance or situation. It's like you're doing so much and you don't necessarily feel like you're receiving anything out of it. Okay. I think that right now where you are, you feel very burned out. You just have a lot of responsibilities and obligations, and it's daily, and it's like you're overworking yourself, and it's becoming very like tiresome. And it's like wherever you are, you just feel like you need a sense of freedom and being able to actually like put down all of this stress, because you feel like you're the only person that is showing up as responsible. So I get it. Like you really are. You need help and you need support where you are. Like you're kind of doing everything on your own to maintain a certain, like I said, lifestyle, mindset, relationship, like job. It's like you're doing what you can. You're doing everything that you can to ensure that the group dynamics are positive. So I just feel like just a lot of responsibility is on you. It's just like the burden of responsibility. Like, and it just seems like I said, nobody else is getting it. And I just also feel like you could be stuck where you are. Like, you're doing all of this, but it's like you're kind of just coming to the conclusion of like, what am I doing this for? Okay. I think that you all have definitely been sacrificing yourself for the greater good or for like the group. Um, yeah, you've been sacrificing yourself. Um, in many ways it's like you're becoming like a martyr, where it's like you're kind of dying on a cross to satisfy other people. So I just feel like where you are right now, you're over giving, but it's like you're not being supported in the process. So that's kind of on you to pull back or to even delegate tasks to other people, to just express to other people that like you are putting in a lot of this work. And I mean, I feel like they should see it. Like, I feel like they should see it. But unfortunately, it's just from what I'm getting here, it's like you're actually doing a lot on your own, like just to literally maintain a way of life or a way of being. And it's at the expense of you, you know, it's at the expense of you. So yeah, I feel like I don't know. Let me just keep it moving, because I'm just kind of like, should you stay or should you go? But it's just like I have to go to the other side. It's not like a clear cut answer. But yeah, it's, I mean, you're highly affected. Like, you have to, just be very real with yourself. It's like you are experiencing a lot of emotional storms and turmoils. And in many ways, it's like your emotions aren't necessarily balanced and stable where you are. Like, you're actually being highly affected by this constant work. And this constant like load that you have, that like I said is becoming burdensome. Like, I just heard this song off of Good Kid Mad City, where Kendrick was like, his mom told him like one day it was going to burn him out. Like, and so yeah, it's like you just have to be very realistic about what it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And you need to understand that it's actually burning you out and causing you to feel very emotionally unstable and moody. So that's if you decide that you want to stay. Okay, you just would have to prepare yourself to continue to keep working at a high level and understand that nobody is coming to help you. If anything, it's like you're just going to be watched. Like, you're literally going to be watched. Nobody is in a rush to help you. Nobody is in a rush to help you. Like, they're just not. All right. So if you decide to go, um, you would be stepping away from this group, or stepping away from this crowd, stepping away from this community, stepping away from this circumstance or situation. You would be developing a sense of independence, where it's pretty much like everything is on you at this point in time, or whatever you decide to do it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like a lot of your focus is going to be on like literally taking care of yourself, um, having grace for yourself, and just understanding that you may have been doing yourself a disservice by taking on this amount of responsibility and feeling like you are accountable if things did not necessarily work out. I just feel like if you decide to stay, you're always going to have to be over giving. But if you decide to leave, it's like you're just focusing on giving to yourself, which is important. Okay. You're going to be focusing on nourishing yourself as opposed to trying to nourish the community or to nourish this group. Um, but yeah, if you decide to leave, then I do feel like you will receive the help and support that you're looking for. I think that it's going to come through another person. And it's just sad to say, but it's like, it's sad to say, but it's just like wherever you are, it's like it's just like you're not going to be helped. But if you do decide to leave, it's like you could be entering a new relationship. You can be establishing a new home for yourself. You could also be connecting with, someone else, and actually developing some type of like partnership in which like things are actually balanced and reciprocal and also mutual. So wherever you are, it doesn't seem like you're experiencing like unity because you're not receiving support. But you decide to leave, then it's just like you will definitely be receiving support. Like, I feel like you will be establishing like a new sense of like yeah, sense of freedom, um a new sense of stability and security. You all could literally be building your own home, or you would be moving to a new home environment. You also could be entering a relationship, but it doesn't just have to be a love relationship. I do see it here though. Like, I do see it here. For some of you, there's the potential for marriage. That's if you want it. And that's also if, your lifestyle changes. If you decide like, okay, I want to do something different. It's like, you can definitely look forward to that um, as well. But yeah, it's true partnership, true support. Like, you're definitely going to be helped wherever you are. Like, you're not going to kind of be on your own feeling like you have to take accountability for everything. Everything is on you. Like, yeah, I think you all may not necessarily, for some of you, this could have to do with you leaving home. I think that you all may not necessarily want to leave because you're kind of thinking about how other people are going to perceive it. They may perceive you as someone who just like disappeared and up and left. Like, one day you were here and then the next day you were gone. So you could be a bit too focused on how other people are going to like perceive of you deciding to leave or to take the next best actions for you. Um, and I do think that you all will have like this bittersweet feeling of like, understanding that you had to do something that was specifically for you. But like I said, you could be, just feeling a bit bad about having to like drop your responsibilities and your duties. But I really just think it was things that were really just put on you because I literally just see it, someone like just one person by themselves, like doing all of this work. It's not necessarily multiple people here. So you could be feeling a bit like bittersweet about it. I think you're going to think a lot about your past and where you were in that environment, in that circumstance or situation. But ultimately, it seems like it would be the best thing for you. So, yeah, Pisces, just because I feel like it's a lot of work that you have to put in where you are, I would say the best thing for you to do is to focus on leaving. I think it's the best thing to do for you. But it also seems like your decision is going to be made a lot easier with the appearance of some additional person. So it might give you uh the security that you need to decide to move on, because I definitely see here that you leaving it's like that decision is, like I said, connected to an external person. Like, so that's definitely interesting. Yeah, it's connected to an external person. Like, and I feel like it's gonna be a random and unpredictable event. So yeah, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, this about to be a Superman or Superwoman, but that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up here, where it's like the appearance of a new person is going to change the course of your life. So yeah, yeah. I think you may have an opportunity to leave, but like I said, the opportunity is going to be presented to you through another person. So I would just kind of look out for that. Okay, look out for that. Um, but it seems like it's a very positive change. I think it's an opportunity that you should take as it arises. So yeah, go. Hey, Laverne. Hey, Leona. Oh, Leona, I'm sorry. I already said hi. Hey, Laverne. Did I say hi, Laverne? Hey, beautiful soul. Are we on Cancer? We're about to be. Jory Love Food Reviews. Hey. Sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. Thank you, beautiful soul. I love your screen name. It reminds me of one of my favorite Jesse McCartney songs. Okay? Beautiful soul. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Cancer. Aw, thank you for the floating heart, Cha-Cha. Thank you for the floating heart. I'm going to send you some hearts back in return. Cancer, your timestamp is going to be, let's just do 55 minutes. Oh, thank you for the bubble heart. Do y'all see these on the screen when it pops up? Because I always miss it. I always miss it. Like, all right, Cancer, it's your turn. Okay, should you stay or should you go? Any circumstance, any situation. I'm trying my best to keep it general, but it's like, yeah, it's hard. Can y'all tell I'm trying to do speed readings today? Like, can y'all tell? Yeah, that's not true. I'm in the palm of God's hand, okay? So, darkness and God are not synonymous. They can't exist in the same space. You cross watching for Cancer, but beautiful soul, how do you know what decision, what the situation or circumstance is? Like, how do you know what decision is best? That's what I was trying to say. Yo, I'm cracking up. All right, Cancer. From what I see already, I think the best thing for you to do is to go. Okay, I think the best thing for you to do is to go. Yeah. Cancer, you already know what to do. You already know that you need to leave. You already know that you can't stay. Like, wherever you're contemplating staying or whatever this is, like, you already know it's best for you to move on. Like, it's best for you to put some distance between you and whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whatever it is for you, whatever you are watching for, you know that it's best for you to leave it alone, to leave it in the past, to leave it behind. Like, you've experienced too many issues and challenges where you are, okay? And it's time for you to transition. It's time for you to get rid of that. It's time for you to cut the baggage, and it's time for you to leave. For some of you, this could have to do with traveling or even moving, like actually physically moving from somewhere. But yeah, it's time for you to pretty much just pack it up, accept the lessons and what you have learned, because what you have learned has definitely made you a smarter person. I think that you all are just leaning even more heavily on your intuition and what you're being guided to do. Like, you're literally a smarter person. Like, you already know that you should go. You already know. I think this may also have to do with you developing your sense of independence. But I think you should also understand that, like, you're not alone, that you do have other people out here that you can lean on, that are going to, be there for you, that are going to be pillars of support as you are leaving whatever this is behind, as you are going through that transition, as you are going through that change. So don't feel like you're alone. And also, you need to understand that, like, your spiritual team, your guardian angels, your ancestors, like, all of these divine forces are also here supporting you as you are leaving whatever this is behind. Okay, they're supporting you through this transition, and you already know, like, you already know what's best for you. You know you got to go. So I don't even know why you're here. Like, you already know it's time for you to go. Like, that's all I'm gonna tell you. Like, you already know. Like, but the thing is like, through this circumstance or situation, like I said, you have become an all-around smarter person. You have become that way. Like, I think that you are a bit more, like, emotionally available, and I also feel like you're ready for something new. For some of you, you could be contemplating, like, getting into a new relationship, and you might feel like, you might feel like it may not necessarily positively work out for you. You may be, like, contemplating just your ability to be able to emotionally connect with another person, or to connect with something new. It does not necessarily just have to be a relationship. Um, yeah, I think you're questioning your ability to be emotionally available to what is coming into your life, okay, or what you're being guided towards. It's like you're questioning your ability to be available because you've just experienced a lot of, like, challenges and issues where you were. But I think you're going to be okay. Okay. I really think you're going to be okay. I think the best thing that you can do is to have grace and mercy for yourself. And you just have to, like, understand that when something is over, it's over, and you're being guided to leave it behind. So just follow your intuition and trust yourself. Should you go? Yes, you should. Yes. Yes, you should, Cancer. You should go. Like, you should not stay. You already know you're gonna leave anyway. So what's the point? Like, you should definitely go. And I feel like you going is gonna just it's gonna develop a new sense of like courage, bravery, and strength, as far as like, and also um a sense of like inner self-confidence. I feel like you're gonna trust yourself a lot more. I feel like you are gonna, oh sorry y'all, let me put my phone on silent. I feel like you're gonna trust yourself a lot more. You're gonna trust your abilities. I also feel like with you being able to leave, it's like your wishes are going to be fulfilled. So any and everything that you've wanted, it's about you understanding that you have the capabilities to actually truly make it happen. I just think you have to be vulnerable with yourself. Like, you really have to like look at yourself, and you have to like get real with yourself. Like, are you actually happy where you are or not? Because if you leave, it's like everything that you wanted, you'll have the ability to bring it into your reality. It's just dependent on you taking the first steps, and also you, like I said, remaining emotionally available. Like, it's like that sometimes, especially if this has to do with the relationship, or even a mindset. It's like we tend to connect our identity to like our experiences or the people that are around in our lives and stuff. And it's like you can't really do that. You have to remain an individual and understand that your wants, needs, and desires are going to change over time. So it's okay for you to transition out of things that are old and to invite newness into your life. So yeah, you need to stop doubting yourself. I think you could also be doubting if you have the ability to have everything that you want. Like, if you have the ability to really live a truly comfortable and emotionally satisfying life, and I think it's possible for you. But you can't be a coward about it. Okay, you have to remain um confident, and you have to remain strong, like, and understand that you can literally have what you want. It's within your grasp. I also think that you all are gonna have to like understand how to yeah, it's like you're gonna have to understand that, like, in order for you to have this, like, everything that you've wanted, it's like you can no longer continue to keep restraining yourself. So you all have definitely experienced just the same thing as, I think it was is it Sagittarius? Yeah, you have to go back and listen to Sagittarius's reading. So I feel like that's how it is for you as well. It's like you feel very inspired. You may feel very like passionate. It seems like there's new energy coming into your life, and you could just be like holding yourself back from like actually being truly to experience, actually being able to truly like experience it and to live with it. And it's like spirit is saying like you need to stop holding yourself back from what it is that you want. It's like you're literally restraining yourself from what it is that you want. Like, and why would you be doing that? So yeah, Cancer, you already know what to do. You know it's best that you leave. um so yeah. Like, I'm about to be like, so what are we even here for? Like, so what are we even here for? Yeah, like, as far as you staying, it's like you're understanding that like you're better off experiencing something different. I just feel like you're not happy where you are. Like, if you stay, it's like you're not going to be happy where you are. It's like you're always going to be experiencing some perpetual dissatisfaction. So you should definitely leave and give yourself what you want, okay? Or at least, develop the certain type of like perseverance and knowing that like you can have it. You just have to remain determined and ambitious. So yeah, yeah, you need to go. Okay, you definitely need to go. Maybe this is something that you tried in the past before, but it did not necessarily work out. um for some of you, this may require you having to like let go of a relationship. Maybe it's gonna shatter you a bit. Like, you may be feeling some type of way, but it's like deep down inside, I think that you really are going to truly be satisfied with just taking the next step or taking this leap. I think it is a leap of faith for you because you've been restraining and holding yourself back and suppressing and repressing that energy. But yeah, uh, I would say just give yourself what it is that you want. Like, you know what to do, you know what's next. You know that you're gonna feel a lot much more emotionally satisfied and fulfilled if you leave. So you might as well just do that. Like, just do it. Like, I'm just understanding that, you know, like self-care and self-love is also giving myself what I want and desire. It's not just about giving myself what I need. So I just think it's time for you to do the same thing, Cancer. Like give yourself what you want and desire. Like you need to understand that that holds weight as well, as opposed to just focusing on doing things that you need to do. Do what you want to do. All right, that's it, Cancer. Hey, Lisa Brown. Hey, Blessings. Hey, Alex. Oh, we have another Batman in the chats. Blessings say, I'm sick of getting all the nice compliments from everyone else but my person because he's taking me for granted and counting on my loyalty. Well, Blessings, if the Cancer reading resonates with you, then you might have to leave. Okay? You might have to leave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might have to leave, Blessings. Like, from what I see here, it's like, yeah, you might have to go because it was kind of really no other option. Like as soon as I started shuffling the cards out, spirit just confirmed what I was already thinking anyway. So at this point, it's not really a question. It's like you already know intuitively what's best. Yo, I'm done, Roger. Roger, we have another Batman in the chats. Okay. Oh, you said it's my sun sign, but I've been married to him for 22 years. Damn. Well, damn. Like, look, don't listen to me because I have not even gotten married yet. Okay. Like, I'm still out here. So don't listen to me, Blessings. But you know what's best. Okay. Yo, I'm done. I'm done. All right, Scorpio, your timestamp is going to be 107:15. Oh, you said your first boyfriend? Oh, you Blessings. You might have to move around. Okay. You might have to move around. That's all I'm going to tell you. You might have to move around. That's your first boyfriend and you was with him for 22 years. You might have to move around, sis. Okay. Scorpio, your timestamp is going to be 107:45. Okay. So I can get some water. Cha-Cha said facts. Cha-Cha, expand. Expand. All right. Scorpio, you're up. All right. Scorpio, should you stay or should you go? Yeah, Scorpio, I feel like you're already pretty much thinking. I feel like your gears are already turning and you're pretty much trying to figure out like what else you can potentially do. I feel like you're trying your best to like remain where you are. Like you're trying your best. It's like you're trying to think positively. I'm gonna get some more information just to see like if this is a positive thing that you're doing or if you should really not be doing this. But I just feel like you're trying your best to like maintain yourself wherever you are. It's like you're trying to see the silver lining. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. So you could be in a very challenging situation, but you're just trying your best to be as optimistic as possible where you are. So I'm gonna get some more information with the tarot, and then we'll, you know, see where the energy is moving. Hey, Nisha. Yeah, that's fine, Nisha. You can always come back and to the playback. Okay, you can always come back to the playback. Like it's gonna be posted, so it's cool. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Annette. The Mod Squad is here. The Mod Squad is here. Yeah, so I feel like Scorpio, as far as I think you're pretty much being advised to like stay where you are, but it's not necessarily what you think. So don't think that you're being advised. Well, at least I'm advising you to stay stuck or stagnant or to regress. That's not necessarily what I'm doing, but I do think that you have to rethink the other aspect of it where you're trying to go. Like you have to rethink that because that might not necessarily be the best thing for you. So I think you have to go back to the drawing board. So there's nothing wrong with you staying where you are right now because it's going to give you the time, the space, and the opportunity that you need to like kind of figure out uh just what you can do or what the possibilities are. I just feel like where you're considering going, it's not the best thing for you. That's all I'm saying. So it's not that you can't go, it's just that you have to go back to the drawing board and think about some other possibilities for what you can do because what you're thinking of potentially doing, it may not be the best thing, like I keep saying. So for now, I would say you should stay where you are. Um, but it's not a bad thing for you. It's not a bad thing. Because it's like, even though you're being advised to stay where you are, at the end of the day, like the end result is you moving forward. But I feel like you'll be able to move forward um, just like with a sense of like certainty, okay, with a sense of certainty and being on one accord with yourself and not being in conflict with yourself. So there's nothing wrong with like being where you are right now currently, but just understand that like you're not always going to be here. You're eventually going to end up moving on, like you will. It's just that I feel like where you're thinking of going, like I said, is not the best thing for you. Yeah, I what it is, blessings, like what it really is like it's not like in conflict with each other. Like I just think right now energetically it's like I said, you just have to go back to the drawing board. Okay? I think things may be a bit up in the air for you, like things are up in the air. I also feel like you could be experiencing some confusion about what to choose, and like I said, it's like you've been trying your best, like you've been as determined as possible to make something work. But it's just like you're understanding that there's other possibilities and opportunities out here for you. So you kind of have to, like I was telling you, move around. Okay. You have to move around. Hey, princess. Yo, you said I'm too zooted. Like, princess, what you think I'm about to do when I get off this live? Okay. What you think I'm about to do? I'm about to go lay down. Okay, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah. Yeah. Scorpio, like, yeah, the best thing for you to do is to like remain where you are, but you also have to be in your imaginative headspace as well. And just think about the other options, opportunities, and possibilities for your life. Okay. And once you are able to, like I said, get on one accord with yourself, like you will definitely be moving forward. I just think that things may be a bit like out of control for you because you're literally experiencing analysis paralysis. Like you're over analyzing what your next step should be, if you should do it or not, if it's a good decision or not. And whatever it is that you're analyzing, like you should be there. So wherever you are right now is where you should be. But I think like what you're immediately thinking to do, like I said, is not what's best. Like it seems like you could be like influenced by someone else, or you could be influenced by another person. So if you decide to leave, it may uh put you in a place in where you're susceptible to being like victimized or even manipulated, deceived, and lied to. And that could, you know, cause you to experience a lot of like negativity or even mental health and emotional issues right now. So yeah, I don't really like that for you. So whatever it is that you're deciding to just up and do right now, um, yeah, I personally don't like it, but I'm gonna get some more information. Like, yeah, it may not be what's best for you. Like, it really may not be because I feel like you could be experiencing, like I said, mental issues like fear, anxiety, negativity, and then also emotionally, you may feel like a bit disconnected. Um, from your life, or you could be a bit like indifferent. You also could be comparing yourself to other people as well. Like, and it's not best to really compare ourselves to others. So I think that's a part of it as well. Just right now in the process, you may be like comparing yourself, your circumstance, your situation, your relationship, your work life, your family life. You could be comparing it to other people. Um, but spirit is saying that like you can go, but I feel like you need to choose what actually is truly best for you, like something that is going to truly put you in a better headspace, so that when you do leave, you're leaving with a certain sense of like with a certain sense of like assurance or certainty, knowing that you made the right decision. So I just feel like spirit wants you to like think twice, just think twice, or like don't make any impulsive decisions, because you could end up doing something that is like I said, is literally not of your highest good, that could just put you, in some in like a very dark, challenging, or even negative energy. So it's not that you can't go. I just think that you need to create a better plan for yourself. Like, that's just what you need to do. Yeah, I feel like you could potentially be manipulated or victimized. So if this is a relationship, if you're deciding to enter into a relationship with somebody else, you're leaving a relationship in the past, like you want to make sure that there's nothing wrong with you deciding to do that, but you want to make sure that you're choosing the best person. Okay, so that would be one example. Or if you're deciding to, leave one job and go to the other, spirit is saying that you can leave the job if that's what you want to do, but the job that you're considering may not be the best job for you. So I hope I'm making sense. Okay, I hope that's making sense. So it's not saying that you can't go, it's just you need to think twice. Okay, you need to figure it out, and you eventually have to make a decision. Okay, you have to make a decision, but what you're immediately thinking of doing, which I feel like could be based off of impulse, is not the best thing for you. All right, I don't want to continue to keep repeating the message, but that's just kind of what I'm getting. That's just what I'm getting, Scorpio. Yeah, I'm also getting another message. It's like just being resourceful where you are. So that could be something. Because I feel like the beginning message that I picked up was like you trying to find the silver lining. So you're trying to be as optimistic as possible. Like you're trying to make things work. Um, so I just think you have to be also resourceful through that process. But yeah, I'm just picking up on you being independent, like you maintaining your sense of individuality. So I guess just take that if it resonates. All right, y'all. Are we moving on to the air signs or the earth signs? I'll give it a second. Princess said, I took one of those naps where you wake up and think it's tomorrow. Yeah, girl, that happened to me one time. Like, I thought I was late for work. I thought I was late for work because at that time in college, I was working at a hotel. And so I had to like get to that job by like 6:30 a.m. So I remember I fell asleep and I woke up at 6:30 p.m. and I was like, I'm late for work. Like it was just a lot. It was a lot. Like I really thought I was late for work. Like, yeah, we could do Libra. Hey Wayne Reed. Princess, you put Libra first? Question mark. Come on, Princess. You could have just put Libra exclamation mark, and I would have been like, okay. All right. Should you stay or should you go? Like, all right. Your timestamp is gonna be 120 Libra. Yeah, blessings. You can still move around. Okay. You said you 55. You can move around. Okay. You definitely can. Okay, you said you didn't know if that a sign had already been requested. Girl, no. Okay. No. You know how it is in the chat. Like, I'll be like, what sign y'all want? People literally be waiting, like, to respond. And then it'd be like 3 signs coming in at the same time. But maybe it's just the chat being delayed or something. The live being delayed. I don't know. All right, Libra. It's your turn. I'm gonna change your timestamp to 1:20:45. All right, Libra, should you stay or should you go? If you are tuning in, definitely make sure you like the live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then also hype up the video to help with my channel's discoverability. Oh, dang. Okay, so Libra, it seems like it's pretty positive. It's pretty positive. So let me just get some clarifiers and see. Yeah, I think the best thing for you to do, Libra, is to go. Okay, it's to go. But let me get the tarot and I'll just explain to you, like, just the energy that I'm picking up here. Hey, Mellow Doctor. Yeah, Princess said there's always a delay. Oh, dang. Dang, I gotta shuffle this again. Like, yeah, I think the best thing for you to do is to go, but I'm gonna start with staying where you are. I feel like you experience just a lot of anxiety associated with your long-term happiness wherever you are. I just feel like if you stay, you're not necessarily being like true to yourself. Similar to Cancer, is like you're not giving yourself what you actually really truly want and desire. I just feel like you're always going to be experiencing some type of like fear or anxiety around like maintaining a certain image, or to maintaining a certain, what is it that I want to say? Like, I feel like you're always going to be trying to maintain a sense of like happiness. It's not necessarily going to be something that's natural to you. Like, you're not going to naturally be happy or naturally be satisfied. I feel like it's something that you're always going to have to like create or something. I'm just picking up like, it's like your energetic vibration is always going to be like just very low, and you're always going to have to do something or to overcompensate to like increase your vibration. So I just feel like you're always going to be experiencing some type of like conflict or some type of issue, and it's like you're going to have to like fight your way through those emotions just to maintain a sense of like stability or security within yourself. So I just think that your happiness is always going to be compromised if you decide to stay where you are. Like, it's always going to be compromised. I think that you would experience like some emotional highs and lows. It's like you're never going to just be emotionally neutral. Like, and things will never be peaceful. It's always you having to go against the grain to maintain some level of peace or happiness or satisfaction. Like, so yeah, I feel like emotionally this may be a bit too much for you if you decide to stay. Okay. And it's just like being emotionally off balance or just being like on a roller coaster. It could definitely be very exhausting over like a period of time. It's like always going through shit, always experiencing some type of change, and it just throws you off balance. I think that's going to be very problematic for you. Yeah, very problematic for you as a Libra. Yeah, definitely. I feel like if you stay where you are, it's definitely going to challenge your own sense of like integrity or morality. Like you're going to know, like deep down within yourself, that no, I cannot be here. I should not be here. I should move on. Like this isn't within my highest good, but it's like you're going to keep yourself there, and it's going to severely like just throw you off kilter. Like I said, emotionally being off balance. So yeah, I think this is too much. Like, I really do think this is too much for one person to have to deal with consistently. It just seems like, you would also experience a lot of like starts and stops. I feel like you wouldn't really be, giving yourself like what you want and desire. That's also similar to Cancer. So you might want to go back and listen to Cancer's reading. It's like you're not necessarily going to give yourself what you want and desire. I just feel like you're always going to be experiencing some type of like anxiety towards like stepping into a new beginning. So in many ways, I feel like Libra, you're holding yourself back, like, and you're not being true to yourself because you're not giving yourself what you want. Like, you're not giving yourself what you need, not giving yourself what you desire. Like, and it's just like you're gonna always be experiencing these emotional highs and lows, and it's like, who got time for that? Like, and you're gonna realize that it's really you that has been standing in your own way, because you in many ways would be detaching yourself from like what truly matters, or detaching yourself from your heart space, so you can also experience some heart chakra blockages as well. So yeah, you might find yourself becoming very cold. um you may find yourself just, being very oppressive, but it's more so towards yourself. So it's like an internal thing that's going on here. It's not like there's someone else that is trying to control you. It's like you're controlling yourself, like you're going against the grain. Um, so yeah, I think the best thing for you to do, Libra, is to leave. Because why would you be doing this to yourself? I feel like you are ready for something new. Like, I feel like you're passionate about something new. I feel like you have a lot of energy that can be projected out, and creating momentum, similar to Sagittarius's reading. So you should go listen to Sagittarius as well. You all could definitely just be feeling called and inspired to do something different, but you're not going to be able to take hold of that opportunity if emotionally you're not in the right place. Okay. If emotionally one thing could happen and it just throws you off balance, and then you have to, you know, uh, then you have to ground yourself and meditate and just do all of this work just to bring your energetic vibration back to where it could be, or where it should be, which is true happiness and joy. Like, so yeah, I just think you would be kind of working against yourself if you stay wherever you are. It's like you're working against yourself, and like, and it's like you're kind of going to be trying to maintain like a false appearance that you're happy, and I think this has to do with other people, like what other people think about you. You could be trying too hard to let people know like, oh, I'm happy, everything's good, like, but it's not. It's not. um so in many ways, it's like you could be, showing up, it's not even you deceiving other people at this point. It's like you're deceiving yourself. Okay. And I think that's worse than, putting on a happy face for others or putting on a brave face for others. It's like when you go back to your own, personal sanctuary, or when you go back home, or when you go back to your room, it's like it's all going to hit you. So I just think it's best to just kind of deal with it, as opposed to allowing things to just kind of linger and just going against the grain. Like, I think it's best for you to just deal with it, like, because it just feels heavy. Like, it's just a heaviness here, and the last thing you want to do is to become emotionally unavailable to yourself. Like, that's really the last thing that anybody should want to do. Like, so yeah, Libra, I think it's best for you to go. Like, you don't want to have to convince yourself and other people that you're happy. I think the best thing to do is to truly actually be happy, like to truly feel that. And I feel like that's something that is going to what is it that I want to say, like reflect um into your outside world. So I just think if you stay where you are, you're just going to be experiencing a lot of like emotional turmoil, similar to like the other signs, when you could just truly be happy. Like, yeah, I think you're holding yourself back, Libra. Like, you're trying to control yourself, like, and that's weird. Like, I don't know, like, it's weird. It's weird. Maybe there's someone that is trying to control you. Maybe there's someone else that is trying to like impose their will upon you. But what I feel like here is like you're imposing some will upon yourself. Like it could be outdated beliefs, or like I said, you all just being like emotionally cold and detached from yourself. So yeah, you could have some heart chakra blockages and issues right now. I hope this is making sense. All right. Should you go? Yes. Yes, you should. Okay. Yes, you should, because I feel like for you, your freedom is attached to your happiness. So if you're keeping yourself stuck in a situation, stuck in a circumstance, or at a job or in a relationship that's not truly making you happy, that, like, I feel like life is for living, and it's important for you to like think about how you personally feel. So yeah, your freedom and independence is definitely attached to your ability to be happy and joyous. Like, yeah, your energetic vibration matters, and I know it matters in general, but it's just what's showing up for you right here, right now, Libra. So yeah, if you decide to leave, you all could definitely be considering like entering a new relationship or entering some type of partnerships, or yeah, a new community, like maybe meeting new people. You all could be considering that. Others of you could be considering therapy. Maybe you're deciding that you need to figure out what's going on with you and your anxiety, and also what's going on with you and your black heart chakra. Like maybe, that's something that you're considering. Just counseling, receiving support and mentorship from another person, that could be something that you're considering as well. I think you should lean into that, because I feel like you're going to learn about yourself, and I also feel like you're going to open up your mind. I feel like you're going to learn more about yourself. And I just feel like you're gonna overall experience like levity. So I think wherever you are, it's just very heavy right now. But I mean, you're kind of standing in your own way. So it's like you need to give yourself the true freedom and independence that you deserve, to move around. So yeah, I think that you all, if you decide to leave, you may also like meet very supportive and helpful people that will also help you along your path and along your journey. I think something else that you're trying to do right now is you're just trying to search for like purpose and meaning, for yourself and for your life, because you've just been unhappy for some time and you've been trying your best to put on a brave face. I think that you are really trying to search for purpose and meaning, so I do see that you will be supported in that pursuit. Others of you could just want genuine love, like love, care, compassion from others. Maybe that's something that you need. Okay. You need to open yourself up to that, because it's just like you're having an inability to give it to yourself for some reason. Okay. Only you know. It's like you're kind of standing in your own way. I think you deserve love, and I think you need to be okay with like entering communities or getting to know other people that actually truly love you, other people that actually will truly support you. Or if this is a relationship, like entering into relationships that do support you, that are going to have compassion for you, grace, mercy. Like, I think that's something that you need to be okay with opening yourself up to. So yeah, let me get something from this deck. I think you deserve love and you need to open yourself up to that. Yeah, you all, I feel like, could definitely be healing. Maybe you're healing from some mental and emotional health issues as well. Maybe you all may not necessarily trust love and compassion coming from other people, because it's like you've just been hurt, you've been broken and also destroyed by your relationships as well. Yeah, for you all, you could have had like just a very rough upbringing, so you don't really know who to trust. It's difficult for you to find like stability and security in others, or being a part of like, relationships with others, like, and I get it because I went through the shit too. Like, okay, like I'm sure it's somebody else in this chat that has also been through, just a difficult, upbringing, that has definitely affected you. I heard the word guarded, so you may also be very guarded. But I feel like if you go, this will give you the opportunity to like actually establish, like I said, true, loving, supportive, and compassionate relationships with others. You definitely will learn more about yourself. And I also feel like your mindset will elevate, because I feel like where you are, you think you're doing the best thing for you right now, but you're really not. You're just closing yourself off and blocking yourself off from being truly emotionally available, not only towards other people, but like I said, it's to yourself. Like that's important. Like it's important. So yeah. I hope this made sense for you, Libra, but I think the best thing for you to do is to go. Understand that you deserve love and you deserve support and compassion. I think this is going to be one of the most compassionate things that you can give yourself. But I'm also seeing here that if this is a new relationship, if this is a new community, if this is a new job, it's like actually being around a like-minded person or like-minded people. And I think that you could learn a lot from this environment, from this community. Like, so yeah, like I think you should do what's best for you, because what I just heard is that the truth will set you free. I feel like you already know what the truth is for you. So now you need to just give yourself the chance to lean into it and just to see how things play out. But I feel like things will play out positively for you. All right, Libra. Hey, Mellow Doctor. Thank you so much, Jerry Fisher. Mellow Doctor said, Libra, go. Yeah, thanks for relating to me, Roger. You know how it is. Like, when you come up in just a terrible home environment, it really does mess you up. Like, 4748X, thank you so much. Oh, Princess, you made spaghetti and meatballs? Princess said, I already know the answer is going to be go for every one of my placements. Girl, maybe. Girl, maybe. Yo. Princess says, I like a rapper that goes by that name. Is it Mellow? Southern Makeup Princess. Okay. Aries timestamp is 2815. Roger said, be careful. It's a cold world out here. Roxy said, why y'all deleted my comment? What comments? Roxy, what did you say? Mellow Doctor said, I'm a rapper, barely. Thank you so much, Southern Makeup Princess. Cha-Cha said, what are you trying to say, Roxy? Yeah, Cha-Cha be on it. Cha-Cha be on it, Roxy. Yo. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to Gemini. Oh, you put a Bible verse? What Bible verse did you put up? Roxy, what Bible verse did you put up? Okay, are you leading Bible study for the day? Gemini, your timestamp is going to be 1:38:30. All right, Gemini, should you stay or should you go? Y'all, this is literally my first reading of the week, so I'm getting into it, okay? I'm getting into it. I've been dealing with physical world things, okay? Now we're stepping into the spiritual realm. Like, okay. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I mean, it seems like it's positive either way, but let me get some clarification and let's see. Yeah, Gemini, I think you might have to go. Okay, like I think you may have to go. I feel like it's a bit appealing for you to stay. Like it's appealing for you to like want to do that because I definitely feel like you're being offered some type of like opportunity for stability or for growth. You all could be offered some type of like job or yeah, like a position. Someone may like want to contract you for something. Um, but I think that if you take that offer, it could potentially turn out to be very like chaotic. That's just what I heard, very chaotic. Yeah, I think it would definitely set you back. So I feel like your decision is also based on finances right now. I think that's what your decision may be based upon. Um yeah, I think that you're being offered something that may be too good for you to resist, but I feel like you're being encouraged to resist it, to not take that offer. So I don't know what this is for you. I feel like it's more so related to like finances. Um, this could be a romantic opportunity. Maybe someone is proposing some type of like higher commitment. Maybe that's something that someone's doing here. Um, or someone could be like wanting to give you some type of resource, but I think it's going to be like strings attached to that resource. Okay. It may set you back further as opposed to if you just kind of went about it on your own or created the opportunity for yourself. So that's all I'm seeing here. I think the best thing for you to do is to go. Yeah, yeah. I think you're being offered something that is being deemed as promising, but it's actually not. So your intuition may be like telling you like, okay, I do have to think twice. I have to be smart about this because it's like if you ignored your intuition, I feel like you would just kind of blindly kind of step into this because maybe this is an opportunity that you've always wanted to take, or you feel like if you take this, it's going to it's gonna like turn over a new leaf in your life. Someone may be trying to offer you something, and it's gonna require for you to have to like wipe the slate clean. Um, it may require you to have to take a risk, and maybe you're okay with taking risks at this point in time in your life. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm a risk taker. Like it, I'm a risk taker. All of us are risk takers. Like it's a risk to do anything. Like if you got in the car today and drove somewhere, that was a risk. Okay, like that's definitely a risk. If you left the house today, that was a risk. So I'm just saying, we're all risk takers. But yeah, I think that right now it's like you're open. You're open to the possibilities of what could be. You're open to like unexpected changes. You're being very spontaneous. I just think it's like you're not necessarily trying to hold yourself back. So that's not a bad thing, Gemini. It's not a bad thing at all. I just think that you have to like truly assess this opportunity, and even though it may give you something that you're seeking, something that you need, I feel like there could be like strings attached, and you want to do everything that you can to ensure that you're not necessarily being exploited for someone else's gratification. So whatever that means for you, you want to ensure that you're not necessarily being exploited. So I just think the most important thing for you to do is to not go into this blindly. I think it's easy for you to do that because I feel like you're thinking very positive, you're being very idealistic, and there's nothing wrong with being idealistic. There's nothing wrong with that, but you also want to ensure that like you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You're paying attention to like the fine print and small details. Because I feel like once you do that, once you become a bit like meticulous, like and actually observe what is being offered to you, you may understand that it's not within your highest good to take it. Okay, so I feel like this has to do with some type of like job opportunity or some type of promise of money. So someone could be trying to get you to do something illegal. Someone I just heard gang gang. Someone could be trying to, open you up to an opportunity, like I said, that is not the best thing for you. Maybe it works for them, but it might not necessarily work for you. So that's a difference. Yeah. Yeah. Taking this opportunity could potentially it could cause problems. Yeah, it could cause problems. I think whoever is offering you this or whatever this is being offered to you, I just think it's exaggerated. Okay. I think someone could be playing something up, so it's like you're kind of looking at it with like wide eyes and just you're thinking about the possibilities of what could be like, oh, this could turn out positively for me. But yeah, I think you need to, like I said, think twice because it could just be, something that's being exaggerated. Y'all know how it is when people tend to like exaggerate things. It makes me think about like a used car salesman where it's just like like they'll tell you like, yeah, this is an amazing car, it runs great, we just changed the front and back brakes, oil change, all of this stuff, like, and then you get that car and you drive it down the street and the engine starts sputtering or some shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, or like it's like you find out like that the cap for the oil, like where you put the oil is missing, so now it's like your engine start blowing up, like, you know, it's just so you unfortunately it's like you can't necessarily trust where you are or trust what is being offered to you. Maybe this is something that's being offered to you so that you can stay, okay, so that you can. So yeah, I think that where you are, if you decide to stay, it's going to cause a lot of problems for you down the line. So yeah. All right. So I think you should leave, but let's get some more information. Princess said, LOL, falling apart. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm getting. Where it's just like a used car salesman is just like telling you about all of these amazing features to the car. And it's like you get the car and the features that they said were there is not even there. Like it's really a lemon. It's a hoopty. Like, so yeah, that's just the energy of what I'm picking up. I just feel like you're being sold something and it's inaccurate. Okay, it's inaccurate. A Delulu lemon. That is so hilarious. A Delulu lemon. Yeah, if you go, I think something that you're gonna realize is that you didn't really need this offer, or you didn't really need to stay. Yeah, you really didn't need to do that, because I feel like if you stay, you're gonna be at the mercy of whatever this is. If this is a job opportunity, if this is a relationship, it's like you're literally gonna be at the mercy of this. So I think that you would be the person that would be losing. I think it would be like an unequal exchange. I keep getting that it's going to be strings attached, and I don't really like that. Okay, I don't like that aspect of strings attached, because it's like if you're being given or offered something, like it should just be because that's what you're being given and offered. There shouldn't be some type of deception or hidden motives, you know, behind it that you just are not aware about. So you just have to think twice, like utilize your intuition. Yeah, y'all gotta get like Cancer, because Cancer already knew what to do. Like Cancer already knew what to do. Like, but for you, I just think that things are being, like I said, exaggerated and played up, and made to be something more than what it actually is. So yeah, should you go? Definitely, you should definitely go. I think that you are kind of thinking about just like, I think even right now, what's guiding like your decision, because I think you all are being influenced to stay where you are. And I feel like what's guiding your decision is feeling like you may not have any opportunities in the future, um, to attain or obtain whatever this is that you're being offered. It's like you feel like you won't have opportunities in the future to do so. So I think, you know, that's one of the reasons why you feel like you got to stay where you are, but that's not necessarily true. I think that if you do go, yeah, you may be feeling, you know, a sense of like, you know, sadness in having to like just go about things on your own. I think you all may not want to be lonely or left without. Okay. That's what it is for you. You want to make sure that like you're good. But I feel like you should look past this material resource or whatever you're being offered, because like the most important thing is you being at peace with yourself. Like, and when you're at peace with yourself and you're in a good vibration, it's like you can make anything happen. You're gonna have the confidence, the strength, the charisma, the wherewithal to actually like go to create this opportunity for yourself, or to at least open yourself up to something else when it comes along. So I just think you may be feeling like, oh, if I leave, you know, I might experience sadness, or I may not be happy with it, or I may be left to my own devices. And I think in this situation, it's best for you to allow that to happen. You know, it's best for you to allow that to happen. Like, I think that you are doubting yourself and your ability to make things happen for yourself. Like, I think you're a bit, you know, you're experiencing some self doubt. Um, so similar to another sign, it's like you just have to develop confidence in your abilities to make things work. But like I said, when you're at a better place, like as far as like you feeling a sense of personal happiness and, you know, just within yourself, and you know, just even being able to heal whatever this like wound is. I feel like you may have a wound and there's a need. Is there something that you're looking for, but I just feel like it can't really come through others. It's something that you're gonna have to be able to like find within yourself or develop within yourself. It's like I feel like you being able to leave will give you the time, the space, and the opportunity to do that. And I think you will actually develop a sense of pride for what you were able to do, as opposed to like just depending on someone else to support you or depending on someone else to give you an opportunity. Like you can create it by yourself. It's just you have to be okay with being by yourself. You know, like just because you're alone doesn't necessarily mean that you're lonely. Like that's something that I feel like you should understand, Gemini. Yeah, but the crazy thing is, it's like you're not going to be alone for too long. So let's say someone was trying to offer you a relationship, like, and you just knew, like, yeah, I don't think this is something I should take because it may cause problems down the line. But then the other side of you is just like, well, if I don't go with this person, then I may be perpetually alone for the rest of my life. But that's not necessarily the case. It's like you're not going to be alone for too long. So you just have to be okay with thugging it out for a little bit, but at least knowing that if you're by yourself or you're independent or you have to create an opportunity on your own, then at least you know that you can be at peace. Like sometimes it's best to just kind of like go about things alone. Like sometimes it's really best to do that. Like yeah, like you need to have more confidence and faith in yourself. I feel like you think if you go, then it's like you're just going to experience failure. And it's like, no, you're actually not. Like things are going to positively change in your favor. So I think you need to kind of be okay with toughing this out. Um, yeah, like what? I just heard lonesome, like walking the lonesome road. It's like you have to be okay with doing that. But don't interpret it as like you being lonely. Just like be happy with your independence, singlehood. Like be happy with that. Be satisfied with that because it's going to be a lot better than if you decided to, you know, join forces or is being offered to you. Yeah, it's like you're projecting that things are going to fail, and it's like you need to stop doing that. Like you're projecting that, you know, things are going to be hard for you and you're going to be experiencing depression and just loss and sadness. And you know, you all might also think that like you're going to be put in survival mode. Like it's better for you to be because what I just heard was two heads are better than one. So you might feel that, but in your case, no. Like in your case, no. Like you're better alone. Yeah, you're better alone. I just think you have, like I said, you have to be okay with being alone for a bit, but it's not like you're always going to be by yourself or things may not work out for you. If this is financial, it's like you may be thinking that, like, oh, if you don't take this opportunity, it's going to lead to you experiencing like financial constraints and instability. But no, I think you need to be blessed outside of whatever this opportunity, circumstance, environment, relationship is. Like you will definitely be blessed outside of that. So that's all I'm seeing here, Gemini. I think the best thing for you to do is to go, but you also need to start thinking positively about how things are going to look like down the line for you, as opposed to like projecting that you're just going to fail and things are going to be, you know, terrible and things are gonna fail. Like yeah, like, things are gonna collapse. Like you're gonna be put in survival mode. Like you're gonna be hitting rock bottom. Like relax. Like if you stay where you are, you're more at a likelihood of being victimized, taken advantage of, and eventually hitting rock bottom. So relax. Roger said peace is good. Yeah, Gemini, if you go, yeah, you'll be at peace. I just think you're projecting a lot of like negative things um onto yourself, and you need to relax and stop doing that. Girl, I'm going to sleep early tonight. I definitely am. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. I feel like I was over explaining for Gemini, but I don't know. I just had to. All right. Aquarius, your timestamp is going to be 1:55:30, so I can get a sip of water. Roger said, be part of the wolf pack. Let's go. All right. Aquarius, it's your turn, Aquarius. Should you stay or should you go? I don't know if it really matters for you, Aquarius. Like, if you should stay or go. Like, I don't know if it really matters, but let me get some clarification. This may be similar to, I think maybe Aries or Pisces. So you should go watch either Aries or Pisces because it may, I think it could be Aries. I forgot, but it may require you to have to like go against the grain if you stay where you are. Okay, I feel like there's nothing wrong with you staying where you are because I just keep hearing like man's search for meaning or something like that. Like man's search for meaning. I keep getting that, like, but I feel like if you stay where you are, I definitely feel like you're going to be learning more about yourself. So wherever you are, I think it's very similar to like Aries or Pisces. Like you just have to go back and listen to one of those. I think you're going to be learning, like I said, more about yourself. I think that you all have definitely been operating under like a facade. Under a facade, you may have been deceiving yourself or just kind of like going along to get along with others. You could also, Aquarius, be a bit too like agreeable with other people, with their opinions or even with their agendas. So I feel like if you stay where you are, it's gonna teach you that the most important person that you should be considering, like the most important person's thoughts and opinions and feelings are your own. I feel like you may have been putting other people's needs, wants, desires, emotions, thoughts, opinions, things they had to say, like you've been putting that above like your own. I think you've been trying too much to like actually trying too much or too hard to actually compromise with other people. And so I feel like within you staying where you are, I think you're gonna kind of, because what I heard is enough. So maybe this is something that you had to experience, is like understanding that like, yeah, I'm tired of actually considering other people and it's time for me to like consider myself and what's best for me. I think other people have been trying to like guide you and give you advice on things that they think you should do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like our friends, our family can definitely do their best that they can to support us. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to pretty much make your own decisions. So I think that's like a very like positive process that you're going to be undergoing is literally like listening to yourself or developing your own sense of inner wisdom based off of the experiences that you've had and also what you've learned from those experiences as well. So if you stay where you are, I feel like it'll be a positive process for you because I definitely think you're gonna just be going back to the basics. And what the basics are is like yourself. Like you're gonna really truly be putting yourself, your thoughts, your perspectives first. And that's good. that's definitely good. So it seems like you're going to be undergoing a very like positive process. I think you all will be like maturing as well. Okay. You will definitely be maturing as a person. So I think this is very positive. You all could even be uh just stepping more into your like spirituality or your religion. Um yeah, I just feel like you're going to be understanding like your purpose. Like, or if this is, you being in a home environment or you being in a relationship, it's like you're going to really be discovering what the purpose of that relationship is. Now, for some of you, it may cause you to eventually want to leave because you may realize that it's not in alignment with where you are. Okay, so maybe this process is, like I said, similar to Aries or Pisces, and where you're just understanding that, like, okay, like where I am is no longer in alignment with who I am becoming, or who I am presently at the moment. So maybe I need to go, search for something else. Maybe that's just what I have to do. So I think it is a positive process that's going on. I think that with you staying where you are, like I said, it could eventually influence you to want to leave, because you're realizing that it's no longer satisfying to you. Yeah. Um, I think it is beneficial, like what you're going through right now, where you are. I think it's definitely making you a stronger person, or you will, of course, be learning more about yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in many ways, I think similar to Aries or Pisces, it's like not only have you attached yourself to this environment, situation, or circumstance, but it's like the environment is also clinging to you as well. It's holding on to you as well. So if you don't leave, the environment, the circumstance, or the situation isn't going to push you to leave. It's kind of like a decision that you have to make on your own. Because what I just heard was like business as usual. It's like if you stay where you are, it's like the dynamic is going to continue to keep working because you're participating in it. You're a part of it. You're a vital part of it. So it's kind of like things would stay the same. Things wouldn't necessarily change, but you would be changing, and eventually you would be wanting to leave. Like because you would just be completely dissatisfied with it. So wherever you are isn't necessarily going to change, or whatever the circumstance or situation it is not going to change. Is you changing and growing through it, if that makes sense. So if you're hoping for a change wherever you are, unfortunately, like you're gonna have to be the change. Like whatever this is not going to change. It's not. But I also think that's important for your growth as well, and understanding that, okay, if this isn't changing, then I have to change. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. All right. If you do decide to leave, because when I first looked at this, I was like, okay, it seems pretty positive. But as I'm getting more clarification, I think the best thing for you to do is to go. I think you will be very surprised in what you can manifest. I feel like you'll be very surprised at like, how talented, how skillful that you are. And you'll be surprised at the fact that like the things that you were imagining or the things that you desired, like you actually had the ability to make it something that is tangible, like in your actual 3D reality. Like, I feel like you're really going to truly believe in the law of attraction, okay? And you being able to speak what you want to see into existence. So that's definitely good. I feel like you're going to understand that you are actually a very powerful person, that your potential is limitless. And like I said, you can create or bring anything into your life that you really, truly desire. So, yeah, if you go, I think that you will just have a greater sense of like confidence in yourself and like who you are, and like I said, your abilities as well. Hey Nisha. Yes, Bria. Leo's timestamp is 4 minutes. Gemini's timestamp is 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 30 seconds. You said nobody becomes who they are based upon false things. I beg to differ, because how many of us have experienced those tower moments that definitely shook up our entire world, or what we thought things were like, okay? Because things were built on false, shaky foundations. All right. Like, yeah, tower moments definitely do reveal who you actually really truly are. Like, so sometimes you do have to participate in fake and false things. You do have to participate in the matrix, and then you understand like this shit is actually dissatisfying. I need to step into my spiritual bag and understand that I'm a spiritual being, you know, in a human physical 3D world reality. So yeah, sometimes you actually do have to participate and engage in false and fake things, and then you realize that shit is false and fake, and I need to choose to do something different. I need to choose to be better. So yeah, actually a lot of people become who they are based upon false things, Gregory. But I appreciate your opinion. It's just not factual for me. All right. Yeah, Nisha is saying Epstein is a prime example. Like, yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did. Like, he definitely did. I guess I was looking at it through a different lens, Nisha, but your example is also an example. Like, it's valid. Yeah, I think the best thing for you to do, Aquarius, is to go, but there's nothing wrong with you being where you are, okay? Because I feel like the process that you're undergoing is very pivotal for your own growth, okay? I think it definitely is. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, like I said, you're going to be guided to leave anyway. You're going to understand that you, like I said, you're very powerful and you can create change in your life. You can create very positive change. It's just based on your wanting, it's based on your desire, you know, especially if you wanted to try something different, if you wanted to leave your home environment, if you just, you know, just wanted to move around and go somewhere else. I think that you all could be feeling a bit like powerless and helpless, thinking that you have to remain a prisoner or you have to remain stuck where you are, and you actually don't have to. Um, you actually don't have to. Similar to the other signs, I feel like this is all about being compassionate and kind with yourself, giving yourself what you actually truly need. I think that is an act of self love and self care. Um, so eventually, I feel like you're gonna go. You know, eventually I feel like you're gonna go. So I would say just be like patient with yourself through the process. Okay. Like I feel like for you all, it's best to not make any like sudden movements to do anything externally. I feel like a lot of what's happening with you is going on internally. So just allow yourself to be changed from the inside out. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Like allow yourself to be changed from the inside out. You said I haven't received a rebuttal in quite a long time. The force might be strong in this one, Gregory. Gregory, not you trying to argue, just playing. Like, no, I get it because I'm that type of person that feels like an argument does not necessarily have to be an argument where people are fighting. Like confrontations don't have to be negative. So I get that. I get it. But yeah. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, Aquarius leave. It's like, but allow yourself to naturally go through the process. Okay, like it's a process for you. So for you, I just feel like don't make any impulsive decisions. Like I said, like change is gonna happen from the inside out, but eventually you will end up leaving. For some of you, this could have to do with travel, moving, um, yeah, I think this is also you just entering a new phase and cycle of your life. So you may be pushing for a new beginning, like you're literally pushing for something to happen. But I think there's more learning that you have to do wherever you are. So yeah, just allow things to play out naturally. Yeah, allow things to play out naturally. Yeah, yeah, like yeah, spirit is really just confirming this. It's like allow things to play out naturally, like you're going to get to where it is that you're trying to go. Like whatever you're trying to do is definitely a possibility for you, but like I said, it's a process. So I hope that makes sense, Aquarius. Oh, thank you, Rick Moa. I did not do Capricorn, but I can do Capricorn now. Kay's Confessions. Hey. Hey, hey. I think that's it, Aquarius. I think that's it for you. Because I don't just want to repeat myself. I would just say like don't be in a rush, okay? Like because that's just what I heard. Like it's literally a marathon. It's not a sprint. So just don't be in a rush. Um, just do what you can to like control your emotions where you are. Like just do what you can. So I feel like where you are right now in many ways is like where you're supposed to be. And it might I don't know everybody's situation, so it might make someone mad. It might piss somebody off with me saying that, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like you're really going through some type of like process right now. So it's like you can't really rush that process. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do Virgo, but I'm gonna do Capricorn first, just because Moa asked if I did Capricorn. But after Capricorn, I will do Virgo for UK's confessions. All right. So Capricorn, Virgo, and then Taurus will be last for today. All right. Capricorn, your timestamp is 2/11/15. You said no pressure. It's cool. Like, all right. Capricorn, let's go. Should you stay or should you go? This is an interactive reading. So at the end of the day, it's like y'all are going to choose whatever you feel like you need to do. Okay. Like, I'm not going to impose upon your free will. Like, that's not something I'm going to do. But I guess I could just help you make the decision. That's really all I can do. You're welcome. Yo, Spirit's funny. Like, your reading Capricorn is just like Cancer. Like, first card, you should go. Yo, go. That's your answer. That's your answer, Capricorn. Yeah. Go. All right, let's get some tarot. That is so funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, go. Go. Yeah, it's like if you don't go, you're always going to be longing, wanting, dreaming, wishing, desiring. It's like you're literally always going to be pining for and just experiencing like the what if, like what if I did that? What if I did this? It's like you're going to always be having those questions like, yeah, the best thing for you to do is to go so that you don't have to question it. Like I would just say put one foot in front of the other and just try because some of you may be a bit scared. I think similar to another sign, it's like you're projecting what you want out into the distant future. You may not think it's something that's possible. You may also be like striving for something that's very like big. Like you may have a very big dream, goal, wish. It's like all I can say is like it's big. It's not some little shit. Like it's not something small. It's like whatever it is that you want. Like it really does require you to have like 100% faith and optimism in knowing that you can achieve whatever this is. But like where you are today, like if you decide to stay where you are, it's like I said, you're always going to be pining and hoping and wishing, like as opposed to just like experiencing it. Okay, you're always going to be dreaming about it, but it's not necessarily going to be a reality. So whatever it is that you want is like it's going to require you to have to go. It's going to require you to have to like just put aside any type of like fear or anxiety about it not potentially working out. It's like you're going to have to really put that to the side and you're just going to have to go. Okay, like this is you being in go mode, like really all gas no brakes, because it seems like what you want is it's possible for you. It's possible for you, but it's dependent on you being able to make it happen for yourself. Okay, I think this could have to do with your finances. You all may like want to yeah, it's like you want more money. Some of you may want to experience true like financial abundance, prosperity, and wealth. But yeah, in order for you to have that, it's like you have to go. Like you have to be ambitious, and you literally cannot give up. Like you should not be focused on failure. Like failure is literally not an option. You're gonna have to step up for yourself. Like you really are going to have to do that, because whatever you're wishing and hoping for is something that you can it's something that you can have that is going to be long term. So that's why I kept hearing like, yeah, what you want is like it has a lot of weight to it. Okay. And oftentimes like, the best things in life, yeah, like I just heard the best things in life aren't free. Like it's not. So what it is that you want, like the best things in life, or what at least what you aspire for, or what you feel like, would give you the type of lifestyle that you want, is like that's something that you literally need to start today. Like you need to start figuring it out today. Like it's not something that is just going to be instantly gratifying. It's definitely a long-term goal. So you have to be willing to invest consistently. Like you literally have to start today. Like you cannot procrastinate. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. I feel like this is a certain lifestyle. I feel like this is with your finances. And it's like when you accomplish this goal, it's like you will be able to easily tackle any other secondary or tertiary goals that you've had. So I think this has to do with your finances. Like you all may even want to start a business, or you want to do something on a very public platform. You all could even want to become famous. But this is definitely very much in alignment with Capricorns anyway. Because y'all do tend to be very like ambitious and disciplined. And I mean, Capricorns in their lowest vibration could be very like materialistic. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with you wanting the finer things. There's nothing wrong with you wanting a better lifestyle. There's literally nothing wrong with you wanting that. But it's like you have to believe in yourself. That's number one. You cannot doubt yourself for nothing. Like you cannot doubt yourself. Like you can't. And you have to be willing to step up for what it is that you want. So if there's any enemies or opposition or people that's trying to like bully you or intimidate you, like you have to be able to stand on business. You cannot give up. You can't allow other people to distract you or to deter you. You literally cannot do that. Because I feel like that's something that you may be experiencing just where you are right now, and you haven't even really accomplished this goal or what it is that you want. Like, and you're already experiencing it right now. So it's like that is literally one of the first tests, is other people trying to convince you that your vision or your goals and your dreams are not worthwhile and that you can't do it. So yeah, you need to stand on business. Like you need to advocate for yourself. You need to defend yourself, and you cannot look back. Like you can't look back. You really can't. So yeah, I think that you could be experiencing just a lot of like enemies or oppositions or people that are trying to, like I said, distract you, derail you, or try to convince you that what you want is impossible. Like, no. Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's people that are trying to like influence you negatively to give up. Or this could be your peers. This could be even your family. Like this could be friends, like, just people that's trying to tell you like, oh, you can't have this, or it's not available to you. It's like you really need to like stop listening to any negative voices. And even if there's a negative voice inside yourself that's telling you that you can't, it's like you literally have to like supersede that by thinking positively. You really do. Like, and you all may have to like deal with other people that actually truly support you and are going to be willing to go with you where you're going. Okay. You have to be okay with that. So, yeah. Yeah. Like, you really have to tune out any type of negative thinking, or you just have to let go of people that are negative and not willing to be there for you and to support you. So yeah, you definitely should go. Okay, you cannot stay where you are. It makes no sense for you to stay. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, like I said, has a lot of weight to it. Like it's something that can be around for the long term. So yeah. You have to start today. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to start today. You literally cannot procrastinate. You literally have to decide that this is what you're doing and you're gonna go in. Should you go? Yes. 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 Yes, you should. Yes, you should. You should. You definitely should, because it's like you're going to experience just the fruits of your labor. You're going to have it. Like you're going to experience that. Like you're going to achieve a lot. You're going to experience success. And I also feel like, you know, these people that are trying to hold you back, these people that are trying to plant negative seeds in your mind, it's like you'll eventually move on from them and establish a sense of community and a sense of like belonging with a newer with new people. Okay, so you would develop new relationships, and like I said, people that can support you where you are right now, you know, and where you're going. And I think that's important. But yeah, you definitely will be celebrated. So that's good. So I definitely see you accomplishing whatever this major goal is. But like I said, you're not going to get there unless you put one foot in front of the other. So yeah, don't be triggered by potentially having to leave people in the past. Like I think for you, the biggest thing is like understanding that you can no longer look back. Okay, you can't look back. You just have to keep moving forward. Yes, you literally have to keep moving forward. Like spirit is really just confirming things. Like I just feel like if you decide to go, it's like you're gonna become even more ambitious. You're gonna be even more assertive and direct. I feel like you're going to become even more focused, like you knowing exactly what it is that you want to do, and where you're going. So I think you would be on track to like I said, becoming successful or finding that sense of success, achievement, and accomplishment with whatever this goal is for you. But if you stay where you are, it's just always going to be something off in the distance that you're going to be aspiring to have. But if you don't put any action behind it, I'm sorry to say, but the truth and reality is that you're not gonna have it. Like if you don't put action behind it, you're not gonna have it. Um, that's just a fact. Yeah, yeah. You know you have to move on. You know you have to move on. Like you know you have to move on. You know you cannot stay where you are anymore. You know you can't do it. So go back and listen to Cancer's readings, because I just feel like this is your reading is kind of just like how Cancer was, where it's like you know what's best for you. You know that you have to leave whatever this is behind, whether it I feel like it's people doubting you, or it's even your own sense of procrastination and just that hoping, wishing, envisioning kind of thing that you have going on with you. Is like you need to stop dreaming it and you really need to start living it right now in your reality. So yeah, this is very straightforward. Capricorn, you need to go. Like you need to go. Like you need to go. I feel like, yeah, if you stay where you are, it's like you're going to in many ways just be like you're not going to be keeping it real with yourself, because it's like you may, like I said, it's just that procrastination and thinking. Like when you procrastinate, I feel like it's a bit like audacious, because you're thinking that like you have all of the time in the world to make this thing a reality, and we really don't. Like we really don't. Like most people's life expectancy is not even it's not, what is it that I want to say, like most people don't even live past the age of like 60 or 70. So life expectancy is not necessarily guaranteed. That's all I'm saying. Especially if you live in the United States. Okay? Especially if you live in the United States. So yeah, it's like if you're gonna procrastinate, it's kind of like being audacious. Like you think you have all the time in the world, and we really don't. So yeah, I think you could be deceiving yourself a bit by thinking, oh, maybe someday in the future. It's like, no, you're not gonna get it if you don't put your all into it right now today. And it's like if you stay where you are, it's like eventually you're gonna start to feel very like bored with your reality, and you don't need to become emotionally disconnected from your reality. You need to be tapped in, you need to be tuned in, because your present is going to determine your future. So yeah, Capricorn, you need to go. You need to go. All right, that's all I can say for you, is you really need to go. But I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next sign, because like I said, I wasn't gonna try to like guess what the circumstance or situation is. But for you, Capricorn, like it's obvious you have some really big like financial goals. Like you really do. Like you want to change your lifestyle. Like that's a very, big thing to do. So like changing your reality and your paradigm, like that's very big. So what's major, you know? But yeah, it depends on you. Carpe diem, Moa sees the day. Kay's confession says, go where though? Okay, so this is an interactive reading, Kay. So basically, if you had a question about if you should stay where you are or if you should leave, like it could be anything. It could be a relationship, it could be a home environment, it could be a job, like whatever that is for you. So kind of like when you come into the reading, you have to kind of like, I guess, be in a dilemma, because you're trying to figure out like, should I stay where I am or should I look elsewhere? That's pretty much what the reading was. It's interactive. But if you want some more information, because this was general, then you can definitely try to book a personal with me. But yeah, like when you come into the reading, you kind of have to already have in your mind that, okay, yeah, I am facing a dilemma right now. Like I have a decision that I need to make. What should I do? Should I stay where I am or should I consider something else? Consider another option. Yeah, I hope it made sense. But I guess you had to like come into the reading, like I said, with the dilemma. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, the timestamp for Capricorn is 2/11/15. But Moa, once I'm done with the reading, I'm gonna post the timestamps um, in the comment section. Oh, is Shanice here? I see that Shanice deleted some comments. Hey, Shanice. You said what about what? What timestamp are you looking for? Yeah, 2/11/15, Moa. That's for Capricorn. I hope you're well as well, Shanice. Oh, you're a Leo. The timestamp for Leo is 4 minutes. The timestamp for Leo is 4 minutes. But yeah, like this is pretty much an interactive reading. Like have it in your mind. Like some of y'all could be thinking, oh, should I stay at this job or should I leave it? It's just that simple. Oh, you're welcome. Um, Virgo. Virgo, your timestamp is going to be 2/27/45. Yeah. Okay, I know some people were asking about their partners that they're with, like, so I just be like, I don't be trying to tell people to like leave their relationships. Like I don't be trying to tell people to do that, but it's like when like when it's time to go, like Virgo. All right. Mount Zion. Hi. And you gonna say I'm walking by faith in these brand new Tims. Okay, did you get the butters or the all black? Which one, Roger? Yeah. Yeah, you said you was asking for more guidance about where to go. I would say, you know what, Kay? Definitely try to contact me. Like, why I say try? It's getting late, okay? Definitely contact me for a personal reading and I will help you. Roger said he got the butters. All right. Should you stay or should you go? Any situation, any circumstance. You said, tell me what my star says, please. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, but you could contact me as well for a personal reading because I don't know what you're asking for. Yeah, it seems like Virgo, if you stay, you're gonna pretty much be going against the grain. Yeah, Virgo, I feel like wherever you are, similar to another sign, it's like you're trying your best to make it work. But I feel like wherever you are, it's not working. I think you could be, I want to say like over giving, overcompensating. I just feel like you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Or you're trying to like positively build on something, but it's being like sabotaged by an external person, an external community, or just wherever you are. It's like it can even be your environment. It's like it's sabotaging your progress or what it is that you're trying to do. So I feel like you're working against the grain. I'm gonna get some more information about that. But that's something I definitely, I really detest that. It's like when you have like high hopes and you're trying to be optimistic about something, you're trying to put your all into something, but then you realize that like what you're putting your all into just doesn't want it to work. So you're kind of like grinding your gears. You're going against the grain for nothing when you can just go be a blessing or go be an asset somewhere else. That's just what I'm feeling like. I feel like wherever you are, it's like you're trying your best to be an asset to this circumstance or situation, but it's just always working against you. It's like you're always experiencing sabotage, whether it's, yeah, it's by the hands of other people. It's like you're always experiencing sabotage. And I feel like that's causing for you to like really question yourself, like to question your, sense of like self-worth, or to question your abilities, like your talents and your skills. Um, yeah, I think you're trying your best to like just build, but everything that you're doing is being destroyed and ruined. Like, I don't like that because you could just go somewhere else. Like, I don't like it because you could really just go somewhere else. Yeah, I feel like wherever you are, it's too small for you. I feel like your energy is expansive, and you're just in an environment, you're a part of something that is like limiting you, or it's like restricting you, like it's suppressing you, where I feel like you're supposed to expand. It's kind of giving me like the vision of seeing like a shark in a fish tank. Is like a shark cannot survive in a fish tank because it needs space. It needs space to swim. Like it literally cannot survive there. So I just think you're too big for whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job. It's like your energy is just, it's too expansive. You have so much like life force, and just, I just keep picking it up where it's just like your energy is too great. It's too expansive. Like you all could even be very progressive. So just wherever you are, you may be like suggesting things that are gonna help that circumstance or situation become better or to improve. And it's just like all the improvements that you're trying to make are literally being sabotaged. So yeah, I just feel like you are a new person. I feel like you are even more in tune with like just what your purpose is in life. I feel like you even have went through some type of like spiritual awakening. I feel like you all are ready for something new, but I think what you're experiencing is similar to another sign. It's like you can't change this environment that you're in, or this environment or this circumstance is literally not trying to make room for you, and you need room, you need space. So I think it's time for you to like expand outside whatever this is. So it's like your advice is to go, because wherever you are is too small for you, it's too limited for you. And I think you need space, opportunity to grow. That's just what I'm seeing here. You said Virgos are dolphins or blue whales, not sharks. I get it. I get it, Moa, but that's just kind of like the vision that I saw was like a shark in a fish tank. Like you need space. Like you need space. Like it's just like all of your energy and effort is so sad, but it just seems like it's for nothing. And I think that's just something that you have to like accept. you just have to become aware of it and accept it and be okay with it. Like you just have to do that. Like I know it's hard, but you just have to do that and understand that like you could be needed somewhere else. Okay? You could be needed somewhere else. Like so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for some of you, I think this may even have to do with, I think this may have to do with the job. I really think it has to do with the job. Um, yeah, I think you're being held back on purpose. Like, I really think that you're being held back on purpose and sabotaged on purpose. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, it's like all of your ideas, like inspiration, like things that you're guided to do is just being like shut down. Like I just feel like you have a lot of like energy. I think that you're excited about a lot of things. I feel like whenever you're communicating something, it's always great. It's always good news. It's always like you just have the type of energy where it's just like it's fresh, it's fun, like it's just the type of energy that like is inspiring. Like you're very creative, and I just feel like your ideas and things are just kind of being shut down, or people just don't want to hear what it is that you have to say. Like I don't know, it sounds like hating. Okay, it sounds like it's hating. Like that's just what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I feel like you, regardless of what this is, I feel like you're trying to just do your best to like in many ways it's like to not like ruffle any feathers or to start any problems or to start any issues, but there is an issue here. Like you know what I'm saying, the issue is already here regardless of if you didn't want to start it or not. The issue is here because I just feel like there's something here with like a lack of like, it's also agreeability, like people just don't want to agree with you. I don't like that. Like so if that's not what's going on, then I think it's time for you to go. Like, because I feel like you are trying to be as patient as possible. It's like I say, you're not trying to ruffle any feathers. But if you take that to the extreme, it could be you now deciding to walk on eggshells or to feel like you cannot be yourself because when you are yourself, it's being shut down. Like, I don't like that. I feel like you should be yourself and you should be allowed to grow and to be progressive and to expand. Like, you should be allowed to do that. So, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I think that eventually you're gonna decide to just let it go, to move on, and to release this. Like I said, you could go be a blessing elsewhere. I feel like the ideas that you have are going to be appreciated elsewhere. Like what you have to offer, your effort, your hard work is going to be appreciated elsewhere. So you just have to be okay with that. Similar to another sign, it's a bit uncertain. Okay, it's a bit uncertain, but you're gonna get comfortable with this uncertainty. I feel like every step of the way, like as far as you deciding to release this and to let go, it's like every step of the way, you're going to develop a sense of like confidence in your abilities to walk. It's, you know, like it's just similar to what Cha Cha said. Cha Cha, you have to say what you said earlier. Where it's like when you're in the dark, it's like you literally cannot stop. You have to continue to keep walking. I forgot which reading, which signs reading that I said that. um, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'll think about it and then probably try to loop it in a timestamp so you could go back and watch that. But it was a while ago because I'd be talking for a very long time. But yeah, it's like you kind of have to be okay with going through this process of separating yourself, releasing this, and moving on. Yeah, it could be a bit scary. Like I said, it's uncertain. Like it could cause a lot of like anxiety. But you just have to like understand that whatever you were trying to do over here, you could definitely duplicate it elsewhere. Like I think that your talent and skills were being like limited. I feel like you're definitely in some ways being hated on. Like people just don't want to acknowledge that you know the better way or that you're more skilled or that you're more capable. Like it's just, yeah, I think that you were dealing with some type of reverse psychology. Like wherever you are, I feel like this sabotage was to literally make you like question yourself, question your self-esteem, your sense of self-worth, or what you actually can provide. I do think that you are a blessing. I just think that you're going to be celebrated elsewhere. Like maybe this is a different relationship, someone that's going to value you, or maybe this is a different career field or a different job where it's like you're actually going to be valued for your hard work. Like you're going to be valued for your sense of expertise, like what you actually know how to do. Like, yeah. And I also feel like if you go, like, even though it's uncertain and you're kind of like just operating in the dark, um, I definitely do feel like you're going to be like developing yourself. Like, so you're going to be going through a process of like personal self development in which you will become a better person on the other side of this. So it's sad, but I definitely do think you're intentionally being sabotaged just wherever you are. And it's orchestrated that way to really make you question yourself. So I just feel like it's some, yeah, it's some like that's literally what I heard. Like, it's some type of like demonic behavior that's going on here because I really do think it's trying to make you feel like, you don't deserve to be recognized. It's trying to make you feel like your ideas are pointless, or what you are inspired by is pointless, or your creativity is not needed, or what you have to offer is not needed. Like, it's just something going on here, like where I feel like maybe people are ignoring you or turning up their nose or just like pretending that you don't exist. Like, I don't like that, but it's very hard for that to happen because you are existing, and like I said, your energy is big, it's larger than life, it's expansive. So like, I just keep getting like it's a trick of the enemy. So I don't know wherever this is that you currently are, but yeah, I definitely feel like you will be celebrated for your talents, for your skill, for your accomplishments. Like elsewhere, you will be celebrated for who you are as a person. Like, you will be deemed a blessing. I really do think that yeah, I think that wherever you are, it's like it's really trying to make you shrink. And I truly do think that you're not really being given the space, and I said the opportunity to like show who you are in your entirety. And I feel like if you leave, you will have the ability to do that. Like, you will literally be moving on to something even better. Or someplace even better, um, or to a relationship that's even better, that is really going to value you for the entirety of who you are. So that's just what I'm getting. Yeah, I think that you're not being valued where you are. You're not being valued. You're not. Like, you're actually very important. And it just seems like people are being very like detached and aloof, like trying to act like they don't know who you are. Like, yeah, I don't like this, Virgo. I don't like it. But I mean, the best thing for you to do is just to go. I think that you will be celebrated in a different environment, or just in a different situation or circumstance, depending on what this is for you. It's like you will be valued there. So you got to go. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and move on to the last sign of the day, which is Taurus. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Patricia. Kay said, I just had this conversation today, leaving people behind that don't want to see me grow. Yeah. Yeah. And that's crazy because they're really trying to like, if this resonates with you, it's like they really are trying to pretend like you don't exist. I'm sorry, like, but you do. You do. So yeah, that's crazy. Like, I just kept like seeing people like just turn their face away. Like, you know how people are when they like blatantly try to ignore something, they just be like, they just be looking and they be like, it's like, come on now, get familiar. Get familiar. Like, why are you trying to ignore all of this greatness in front of you? So yeah, Virgo, you gotta go somewhere else with that energy. Okay, move around. Yo, I have not heard that song in a long time. Let's get it. Or Roger, rather. I have not heard that song in a long time. Now I gotta go listen to that song. Yo, that was definitely a song that I heard a lot at college parties with Cha Cha. Kay said confirmation, straight haters. Moa said, love Virgos, my favorite sign. Yeah, you're definitely welcome, Kay. Like, you're definitely welcome. All right, Taurus. You gonna say, am I flexible enough? I don't know. Are you? Okay. If you're not, you may have to sign up with Alana. Okay, try Alana's method. Elongate your spine. Taurus, your time stamp is 2:45. Yep, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Taurus. Where's my Florida water? Okay, it's right here. I was like, where's that? Like, all right. Shanice said Alana's method. Talk about it. If you out here on these YouTube streets, you already know Alana's method. But I ain't gonna hold you, Shanice. I definitely signed up. Okay, I signed up, so I'm in the loop. Okay, I'm in the loop. I'm trying to bend it like Beckham. All right. Taurus, should you stay or should you go? Yo. This girl is 45. Talk about it. Talk about it. She says she looked better at 45 than what she did when she was at 18. Okay? All from stretching. Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Wait. All right. Let me get some clarification, Taurus, and then we can see this. Yeah, I feel like the message for you is to just like water the ground where you are. Okay, because I kind of feel like for you, Taurus, is like you may be feeling like you want to go or you want to leave, but it could just be like a habitual pattern that you have. It's like when you're feeling dissatisfied with something, instead of trying to like water the grass where you are, you may be looking for the next best thing. That's kind of like the message that I'm getting here. But I'm gonna get some more clarification with the tarot and then go from there. Eve's advocating said it works for real. Alana's method works. Because I'm about to start it. I'm trying to tell you. I'm about to start it. Like, I think, Taurus, your advice is for you to stay where you are. Your advice is for you to stay where you are. But I just think similar to the other signs, it's like you're going to have to like stand up for yourself and you're going to have to advocate for what your needs are. Okay, you're going to have to advocate for what your needs are. Like, I feel like you're tempted to leave, but I feel like if you do leave, you could potentially get yourself into a situation that is, of course, not of your highest good. You might end up attaching yourself to something that's not what's best for you. Let's see. Let me get some more information. This could have to do with like a relationship that you're currently in. I think, yeah, this can have to do with the relationship that you're currently in right now. So yeah, I just kept hearing the word shitty. So you may not necessarily be getting what you feel like you deserve out of this situation, but there's definitely an opportunity for things to positively change. But I also feel like it's dependent on your ability to like speak up for what your needs are. Yeah, especially if you've just been going along to get along. I think that's very problematic. Like spirit is saying, like, don't just like try to keep the peace by going along to get along. Like one of the best things that you can do for yourself is to be problematic. Okay, be problematic. You might have to be a bit difficult, or it may appear a bit difficult um outwardly, but it's not. Like you're doing the best thing for yourself by like standing up for yourself and saying what you're willing to accept and what you're not. So I just think it's dependent on you being able to like establish boundaries, and also establishing like a higher standard and expectation for yourself, as well as what you're willing to allow into your life. um so I think this could be one of those like test for you, because it seems like your habitual pattern is to just kind of like drop things and to just move on. So it definitely could be affecting your ability to like be committed to any one thing. So if you decide to leave, it could contribute to like, you having some type of like non-committal attitude or spirit. And being non-committal doesn't just have to relate to like relationships, it can relate to any other aspect of your life as well. And you can tell when someone isn't a committed person, because at the first sign of like adversity or challenge, is like the first thing they think to do is to just drop it and leave. Yeah, like yeah, I just thought about, I don't know, for this example just came up where it's like people just like drop out of school. And I don't want to like offend anybody that may have dropped out of school at an early age, because I know people tend to do it for different reasons. But that's kind of just what I thought, is like someone dropping out of school, like, dropping out of the ninth grade or the 10th grade. And it's like, damn, like you ain't even really getting to school for real, for real. Like, high school is a different thing. And it's just kind of like when you drop out of things that aren't necessarily even difficult. Because when you think about it now as an adult, like you probably be like, ninth grade was easy. Like, why was it so hard or challenging at that point in time? So it's just like, I think hindsight is going to be 2020 for you, where you realize that, okay, maybe I could have actually stuck through this. I didn't have to necessarily drop it and leave. Maybe the lesson for me was to like establish, um, what is important to me, and not budging, like affirming what is important, advocating for what is important to me, and not budging, speaking up for what my needs are. So I'm not sure what this situation personally is for you, but I feel like you may be trying to like go along to get along. But ultimately, by you doing that, it's just going to force you to feel like, oh, I need to leave. And it's just like, no, you should just speak up and say what you need. And, maybe even give that person, or give the situation or circumstance or the environment a chance to like, you know, uh, to accept it, and then to reciprocate in return. But I think you need to be okay with being a bit problematic. Like you need to be okay with dissents, or you need to be okay with like I said, advocating, um and just presenting like what your needs and requirements are. Like you need to be okay with doing that. And I feel like once you do that, things are going to positively change for you. So it doesn't matter, like if you want to stay or go, like it just doesn't matter. Like you're going to make the best decision for yourself. But like through you staying, I think it's going to teach you something very like valuable. Like, yeah. Because I just also heard like closed mouths don't get fed. So it's going to teach you to have to actually speak up for yourself. So even if you decided to leave, let's just say you was just like, okay, to hell with this, I'm still going to leave. But at least you would have been building up the skill, um, of being able to like, speak up for what you want and for what you desire. At least you would have that skill, so that you can take that with you to another environment, or to another relationship, or to another community or circumstance or situation. Like you can kind of take that with you. So it's like, look at this more so as like character building. Okay, but I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised that like things actually do change positively in your favor, and that you actually are going to be respected for speaking up and standing your ground, because it takes a lot of strength and courage to be problematic or to be defiant. It really does. Like it's easier to go along to get along. Okay, it's easier to do that. But I feel like down the line, you're going to experience dissatisfaction, because you deep down know that you're settling for something, or you're going along with something that you actually don't really like. It's not actually fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling to you. So yeah, I feel like similar to maybe Aquarius, this is like character building for you if you stay, instead of you thinking, oh, the grass is greener somewhere else. It's like when you go somewhere else, It's like if you don't build up this skill of being able to advocate for your needs, like, and to really require other people to step up and to meet you where you are, it's like if you don't do that, it's like you're gonna always be a part of this like perpetual cycle where you're kind of like attaching yourself to things, allowing things to attach themselves to you, but it's just like it's not reciprocal. You're not getting what you actually truly need, and what you actually truly want. So yeah, and I think that you may be like succumbing to other people's will. So in many ways, it's like if you don't speak up, it's like you're allowing other people to kind of like control the narrative, or you're allowing other people who may have like agendas or hidden motives to kind of like get over on you and to potentially victimize you because you're being too agreeable. So yeah, I think it's time for you to be problematic. Okay. It's time for you to be challenging. Like in many ways, I guess I could say it's time for you to be defiant. It's really time for you to do that. Like stop going along to get along. Because when you do that, all you feel like is it's just gonna make you feel like, well, I guess it didn't work out, gotta move on. But there's like a skill that you're kind of missing out on, being able to like incorporate into your personality. I just feel like it's character building is what's going on. Yeah, I feel like you will always be at like the mercy of other people and of what they want or of whatever their vision is. I feel like you would be like giving up the reins of control to someone else. But I feel like what you need to understand is like you're worthy, you're valuable, and like, and you should require respect. Okay. Respect, love, compassion, warmth, kindness, like wherever you are, like speak up. Like be problematic if you need to until you get what it is that you want. Like that's just really what you have to do. Like, so like I said, it doesn't matter. Like you can decide to not listen to me, you can go if that's what you want to do, but I definitely feel like there's some character building that you could, undergo wherever it is that you are right now. So it may not be bad to stay where you are. I just think that you may have to uh employ a new type of strategy to ensure that you are getting what you need, like you're receiving what you want out of this. Yeah, it's kind of like you got to blow up the spot. Okay, you need to put people on the spot. That's just what you really need to do, like instead of just going along to get along. Yeah, yeah, I think like if you decide to go, I just feel like it's going to be other people trying to, like I said, impose their will. And then you're just going to kind of always be trying to compromise, go along, get along, to go along to get along. And nah, Spirit don't want you to do that. Spirit don't want you to do that. Like, this is an important lesson that you have to learn. Even if things don't necessarily work out, if you stay, like I said, you'll be undergoing like a very positive process for yourself that you can kind of take with you, um, if you decide to move on. I hope that's making sense. Yeah, I think this is definitely a pattern for you, like where you just try your best to be like as easygoing as possible. Like I just think you give people more grace that is necessary. Okay, it's time for people to have grace with you. Okay, it's time for people to have grace with you. It's time for people to accept you having an opposing opinion, opposing thoughts, or for your energy to be opposing to theirs. Like it's okay. Like I think that you need to be comfortable with diversity as opposed to like trying to be fluid and molding yourself to fit other people. I think it's time for other people to bend and mold themselves to fit with you. Okay? Like I think it's time for that. Yeah. Yeah. You're probably like you're probably like, oh, she being toxic. No, like, no, I just think that similar to another sign, like if this is taken to the extreme, it's like you're gonna be constantly walking on eggshells trying to people please others. And it's just like, no, it's not about that. It's really not about that. But it is time for you to be pleased. Okay. It is time for you to be pleased. I would definitely say that as opposed to like always facilitating that good energy and that good vibe for others. It's time for others to facilitate that energy with you. Like, because you deserve respect as well. Like, you deserve love. Like, you deserve these things. Like, I just think you may be a bit too, like, agreeable with others. And it's time for you to, like I said, be a bit defiant. Yeah, it's time for you to be a bit defiant. Yeah, I just think you would be at the mercy of others if you leave, but it's only because you wouldn't have learned that lesson, or you wouldn't have developed a certain, like I said, character or personality trait. So once you do that, once you step up, once you advocate for yourself, even if you still felt like, okay, yeah, I still can't be here, I still gotta leave, like you learned a good lesson. Yeah. Yeah, so this may just be Taurus, similar to Aquarius, where this is like a part of your process. So you may also eventually end up leaving and releasing this, but there's something very important for you to learn. It's an important lesson for you to learn where you are. So I hope that makes sense. Cha Cha said, take up space. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, like, cause I can get it, cause you all may definitely be feeling that itch of like, no, I gotta leave, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely playing off as like being non-committal. So if anything, it's more so than just like committing to whatever this is for you, but it's like committing to your own process. Okay, like that's just what I'm feeling like. So it's very similar to Aquarius. So Taurus, go back and listen to Aquarius's reading, and see if there's messages that you can pick up from there. So yeah, yeah, I think that's it, because I feel like I'm going to start repeating myself, Taurus. But yeah, I just think you may be allowing other people to like control and dictate, um, like your life, or just dictate how things go a little too much. Okay, like because you're just trying to make things work. Like I get it, but yeah, be problematic. Like, be problematic. If like you having to stand up for yourself is problematic, then you're the problem. You're the villain. Like, yeah, just stop going along to get along. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much, Blessings. Blessings said, links in bio to book a personal. Remember to leave at least 8 words in the comments after the live to increase the channel engagement. Thank you so much. Hey, Gary. Are you trying to tell me that you love me? I feel like that's what you're saying in Italian. Yo, I'm done. Why you singing, dude? Yo, I'm done, Roger. I was like, what lyrics is that from? That's Beanie Man. Yo, it's getting late. Gary said, yes, that is right. Hey, Clifford, Nicholas. Coco said, I'm a Cancer. Should I get over him? Go back and listen to Cancer's reading and see if it resonates with you. Cancer is at 55 minutes. Roger, you laughing at me? No, I really had to read that and just be like, wait, what? And then I had to sing it, the lyrics in my mind. And then I was like, okay. Zane said, I'm an Aries. Aries timestamp is 28:15. Yeah, right. Cha said, I'm tapped in with the tunes. Yeah, because I'm just kind of like, wait, like, but y'all, I definitely hope the readings resonated. Like, I know I said I was just gonna try to keep it as general as possible. I was gonna keep it as general as possible, but it's kind of like when something came up, I was just kind of like, okay, it could potentially be about this, but hopefully it resonates with you all. Hopefully I was able to help like guide your decisions, but at the end of the day, it's like you just have to do what is best for you. And if something doesn't resonate, just leave it alone. But you know, when a reading resonates and it's for you, it's for you. Like, you just know it's for you. Um You said the only question is, would you be willing to give an Italian, you said Hispanic, a chance? Yeah. I mean, why not? Why not? Why not? Like, it's life. I only have one life to live. So, what's up, Gary? Okay. Like, what's up? Like, yo, that is so hilarious. Here go Roger. Yo, Roger, I'm so done with you. I don't know how you always find your way around. You literally always find your way around the block words. Because how did you do that? Like, how did you do that? Yo, I hope y'all are, just resonating like with what I said. But y'all, it's getting late. Like, it's getting late. Like, my mind is literally like, so I think it's time to pack it up. But I hope y'all have like a good rest of your night. I hope y'all stay safe. I'm supposed to be coming back on here. I'm supposed to be coming back on here tomorrow. Like, yeah, Roger, your comments always kind of throw me off. Like, I just be like, okay, they always throw me off. I always lose my train of thoughts. But it is what it is. You said learn from your best friend. Y'all, I'm done. Y'all, you gonna say learn from your best friend. Look, I'm out here. Okay, I'm out here. All right, I'm out here. I guess we could talk about it at a later time. Okay, maybe this could be like a members only personal live where I just talk about myself. But Roger, I'm out here. Okay, I'm out here. It's the best man for the job. Okay, best man for the job. But with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live for today. Definitely make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, and that y'all hype the video as well. If I literally keep this live running, I know Roger gonna just keep saying more and more out of pocket stuff, and it's gonna throw me off, and it's late. Hey, Lion, if you're looking for the Leo timestamp, it's 4 minutes. Leo was the first sign of the nights. But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I hope y'all have a good rest of your night, and hopefully I will see y'all tomorrow. I know my schedule typically will change, but if I have to reschedule that live, I will let y'all know. Okay, I will definitely let y'all know. All right, you gonna say I feel you. Yeah, best man for the job, Roger. Okay, best man for the job. Oh, you can't play. You can't play with this hair. You can't play with this hair, but you tried it. Gary, you tried it. You tried it, but no, you cannot put your fingers in my hair. Okay? Like, but all right, y'all. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see y'all soon.